Alright guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to tonight's single faction tournament. I will be playing, but there is a chance I might have to drop out a little bit early and just cast because my hands are a little bit acted up today. But nonetheless, I wanted to play, and I'm going to be playing Tzeentch. So I don't really know how to play Tzeentch super well, but I've been playing them a bit in early access, so I think I got some tricks, and we are going to see how it all goes down. So let me get this tournament started here over on Ye Olde Total Tavern. Thank you all for joining. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Saturday night. And here is the tournament, single faction tournament. Let's do a little refresh real quick here and make sure the brackets are all up to date. Pretty good signups too for a late night. It was also very short notice, only about an hour's notice. So let's see here. So, all right. So a couple people haven't checked in, but they've had their moments, and we are going to get it going. Let me just check real quick and see. There's one person there who I thought I saw typing, so I'm just going to make sure they don't want to play. All right. Playing. I'll give them 30 seconds to check in. I just sent them a direct message, so we'll see if they make it. Trixie Hobbit says, if there is a situation to bring out the Changeling, I'll try to. I'll try to for sure. We got some strong factions in tonight's event. Okay, waiting to see for the check-in here. Good, Anakin, good. I love single faction tournaments. They're for sure my favorite. Severed Claw can get wrecked by a couple things. I had them get absolutely steamrolled the other night by a couple Chaos Dwarf trains when I was just playing off stream. It's like, god damn, those trains just ran me down, dude. It was nobody's business. Okay, so checking, refreshing one more time, and it looks like we're good. So let us get this party started and generate the brackets. Are you sure you want to generate the bracket? Yeah, man, it's go time. Let's get it, website. The Empire will come. I'm going to be playing the Empire soon, I'm sure. All right, so we have our first match of the day. The tourney is now live, and let's go ahead and drop this in Ye Olde chat. Tourney is live. All right. Tourney live. Good luck, have fun. Oh, God, please don't tell me I have to play High Elves first game with Tzeentch. I don't know how to win that one. All right. Changeling OP, yes. Oh, by the way, tonight we're using all new maps, which is going to be super exciting. So, hey, good luck, have fun. We got Kane. Kane is a super strong player, so this should be fun. And the first map we're playing on, I actually don't recall. I'm going in kind of blind with these new maps, and I'm sure many of the players are as well, but we're on the Arachnarok Lair. How cool is that of a name? I mean, come on, sign me up for that all day. So I don't know what Kane's playing, but we're going to find out in a second. The dreaded Colin, and oh no, not his main. Not his main versus my Tzeentch. I don't know how to beat him. Oh god. Okay, so is this the time of the Changeling? It could be. Here's our secret tactic for the night, guys. We lose this game hard because we're playing somebody on their main faction, and we submarine our way through after that. All right, so Lords, could the Changeling do anything here? I mean, you could get Be'lakor with like Pit of Shades or something, which is kind of a funky idea. But even still, that just feels like super haggard. All right, so let's do this. Cut you and you. Outstanding. And we're going to start getting our army together. Stay tuned for the fun times. All right. Just get Tretch Craventail and roll in there, dude. Blue Scribes, hell yeah. If I lose a bunch of games tonight, which is very possible. If I lose like 2 games, I'll just start playing shit like Blue Scribes. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. Okay. And looking fine. Outstanding. And cool. So that's a decent start. Hail the Changer. Yeah, we're gonna try to get some action for the Changer. That's for sure. So we'll get you in the mix. Outstanding. And oh god, it's so haggard, this army. It's just such a monstrosity, I can feel it. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Blue Scribes every match, dude. Yes, but now you made me hope for losses. Hey, the odds are pretty decent. I don't really know how to play Tzeentch very well yet. I'm learning the ways. They're very fun. I have to admit, the new stuff is very, very fun. So we'll see what magic we can make happen out of that. All right, Arachnarok Lair. What is this map like? Where are the objectives? These are important questions I probably should have had the answers to before we got going here, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so other stuff here, looking fine. Probably you still want the Severed Claw, I feel. I feel like they're going to be pretty important to just kind of mix into the old army here. Alrighty, outstanding. And yeah, man, let's get it. Thoughts on the Mutalith Vortex Beast? It's really good. It's actually very, very strong, yeah. Yeah, it's not great in this matchup because of all the spears and obviously other poking pieces that this faction has, the High Elves, but you know, it has its place. Forsaken are kind of fun to mix into. Zangors make a good core infantry piece. You got a bunch of fun choices, to be honest, and yeah, I'm hyped to see it. Hey, darling, what's up? Oh, no, I don't need any snacks, but thank you for the drink there. Appreciate it. Love you, baby. All right. So still scheme it away. But the Mutalith Beast is for sure good in a lot of matchups versus like melee factions. It can do some work. Yeah, the Disc Sorcerer Lord is always very strong. You know, he can drop Chaos Spawn, which isn't bad, and cause some disruption. I don't hate it at all. Okay, let's throw you in there and you in there. What else do we need in our core army here? Chaos Knights against Elves, let's see. I mean, it's decent at diving, but really the dragons and monsters can just kind of punish you a little bit, so that feels kind of bad. Dude, the Blue Scribes call to me in the night, though, I have to say. The way they're looking at me over there in that side selection screen, they're like, yes, let's lose some tournament games. Yes. All right, so we got you guys, and let's grab a couple of these. Maybe some spear variants, but the spear variants and marauders really aren't going to do too much, I don't think. All right, guys. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, man. Maybe if we get karate chopped here, we'll have a chance to go. Sorry, guys, just moving some stuff. We'll have a chance to go battle Professor Pone in the pits of hell. Aecold for sure will be brought. I'm bringing a very weird build, though. It's very weird. I don't know, but you know, now's the time to experiment. All right, already subbed to the map pack in there. All right, one sec. Are you looking at Dom? Just making sure everybody declared. All right, cool. Wait, Professor Pone's playing dwarves? No. Okay, no. I was going to be quite shocked at that. Blue fire spam? Maybe. It could be. All right, so let's go ahead and switch this off and go to the game. Guys, you're getting the changeling, but who is he going to be turning into is the question. My opponent is going to have to guess, although it's kind of sad. You could just click on the changeling and see it. I'm like, no. No, Anakin. I'm too weak. Aecold's amazing, but yes, you weren't supposed to be in chat. No, guys, we brought the changeling. It's probably going to lose me the game, but you know, like he needs to be played here. He needs to be played. All right, we need to get some schemes and have some fun with these new units. You know, what's the point? I can do. We have a long season to play. I can try and win some sweaty tournaments down the road, but today we got the changeling, baby. Yeah, let's go, buddy. Yeah, this is a cool map. So we have this like little hill right here, and yeah, there's some fun stuff you can do there. So Aecold and you guys are going to roll up to the middle, I think, with some Zangors as the core infantry piece. Probably having Chaos Warriors in the starting army would be smarter. Not sure. And then we can get you guys here. Some of these. Maybe just keep the army together for now, I'm thinking. Actually, now that I think about it. Who do you guys think it's going to be? The changeling. I'll tell you this much. It's not like a bad choice. It's not like an overload meme. God, I paid 3,500 gold for this shit. Can he transform? Can he? Okay. It's Be'lakor. The Dark Prince. He comes, dude. And I get all the magic. Dude, no, it wouldn't be Franz, because if it's Franz, then I'm, unfortunately, I have to go on foot. It doesn't give you the mounts of the characters. Yeah, my opponent with a very sweaty build, and we have the changeling. He's got a good army, Silverins and Spears. It's feeling bad. I'm already feeling a little nervous about this one. All right, it's time. Here we go, dude. Hell yeah, Be'lakor. And oh, I got all the abilities too. Yeah, I have Dark Master. I got Pit of Shades. I got all the goodies. I don't know if I can fight Imrik head up, but there was a time when that was possible, but now is not that time. All right. So this is probably going to be a disaster. I just paid 3,500 gold for this guy. And he's not what he once was, but that's all right. Elves are contemplating their strategies. Yeah, this is a new map. So all the maps that you're going to be seeing tonight are new maps, which is quite a bit of fun. What is it we got here? Let's get the Chromatic Abominations. They're a decent unit. Look at them moving up. Be'lakor is just going to be trying to shut down archers, basically, is the game plan. I believe the white lines should perform pretty well against us, unfortunately. So that's something we got to respect. And I don't have too many great choices for killing his infantry. Bellicor will try and carry. You know, that's basically going to be the game plan here. Move you guys up, move you guys up. What kind of archers are we seeing? Okay, it's just basic archers, and it looks like it's going to be another bird coming in, so a Frostheart Phoenix. Interesting, interesting. So we do have Screamers on the table. They're pretty vulnerable to being poked and shot, though, which does suck, but that's okay. From here, let's go ahead and get some more Marauders coming out, so just chaff units, and just kind of get enough of a swarm here. So we're going to move the Severed Claw and Aecold up on the objective to get like some safe cap weight, and we're just going to use Bellicor to basically be diving and causing disruption all over the fields. He's pretty tanky, you know? He's pretty tanky. Yeah, so we got a bunch of new maps, guys. It's very exciting. I'm very excited for this patch in general. All right. So thankfully we got Silver Shield, so getting shot by the archers isn't like too problematic. Severed Claw and Aecold are going to provide capture weight on that point. We got blues moving up, we got blues moving up, and they're just going to sit in the back and cackle. So we could battle that Phoenix if we want to, but really don't mind it too much. And yeah, taking a little bit of work here on the Severed Claw. Let's pull them back. They don't have shields or anything like that, so we're going to go like do some straight up diving back here. Calling in Screamers would probably be a good call. And Severed Claw shields have been hammered a little bit, but so far Bellicor needs to distract the big boys, which is I think what we're going to be trying to focus on doing here. So let's shoot here, do this, get Aecold going right there. Bellicor's just going to be annoying and just kind of juke and dodge, and we can pop the Dark Master if we want to. Shadow Shroud. Yes, keep juking. All right, let's pop Shadow Shroud just to be safe. Outstanding, and then we can use a Pit of Shades on, are any of these archers like good quality? No, they're not. They're just basic archers. All right. So we're going to do this, get Aecold moving in there, and Bellicor's just going to run away and be annoying. Perfect, so all is going to plan there. And we did get the objectives. My opponent did not dodge the pit, so that's outstanding. So we were able to get that value there that we wanted. And Bellicor is just going to cackle and run away and just kind of hopefully occupy my opponent's stuff is the idea. All right, so good shots there. One archer unit's down for the count with Bellicor, and we have a couple Marauders. Let's send those bad boys down here and see what we can get done. The Chromatic Abominations, we can retreat them. Severed Claw, let's pull up. Zangors can get ready to party. Screamers, do your thing. And now we can call out some more Zangors out of reserve here and get them down here to pressure that objective. All right. So Aecold is getting hunted, which is fine. You know, that's kind of his job. So we're going to get him back here. And now we can go and just drop another Pit of Shades on the backfield. Let's get the Screamers moving in. Marauders around the side. Severed Claw can go right up on those Silver Ends. Good. And Bellicor can just dive here. All right. Outstanding. So we got the pressure here. That's good. Let's get you guys up and around the side, and Bellicor is going to be disrupting the position here. It's so weird having Bellicor on like the Tzeentch roster, right? It's such a strange thing. Aecold can do his thing, and let's run here with Bellicor. We don't want to take any fair fights. The whole idea is that we're just going to be evil schemers here, right? That's the game plan. All right, let's move up on these archers. Keep juking around. We do have another Pit of Shades, so we can drop that on Silver Ends or any of these various infantry positions if we want to. There are some Swordmasters coming out, so that's a pretty good call for us. Unfortunately, we just threw away a pretty good unit there, but it is what it is. You know, you can't win them all. All right, Bellicor, let's land you here. Our two Chromatic Abominations overextending a little bit, so some potato play right there, which is good. Zangors, let's get him up. And Bellicor is just on top of the archers here, doing what he can. We definitely need to get those Swordmasters down if we can. All right, so pulling you Chromatic Abominations back. Let's start shooting here. Bellicor needs to run away hardcore. He's getting slightly damaged, but that's okay. We might be able to squeeze out a triple cap against our opponent here. And let's get some Furies up and over the top. All right. So we need to focus and take down those Swordmasters. They need to pay the price. I don't know why these blues keep moving. Oh, it's because they're out of ammo. Okay. So Bellicor, keep juking around. We can use the Melkots if we want to. I think we are going to be able to find a way to get that objective. And Aecold needs to get on the Swordmasters if he can. Furies diving up and over. Value trading, not amazing, but we do have like shield regeneration, and a lot of the damage is on Bellicor, which isn't the end of the world. So let's go ahead and do this and just pop this right back. Nope, we almost screwed that up. Man, that would have been bad. All right, let's do this. Keep juking. Get the Furies to be juking and dodging as well. We got more Zangors on the way through, so we need to find a way to get in there. And now we got you guys. So let's drop this like right here. Get those blues engaged, and these Furies can pull down and around. And we are going to flip that bottom objective. So the Swordmaster is going to get torched right here. All right. Let's get more Screamers to come in, help out, and now we just maintain this triple cap for as long as we can. That Pit of Shades was super money, though. Super money. Bellicor is going to keep hunting me, obviously. Pit of Shades just eviscerated that elite unit. And the objective... Oh, man, we didn't flip it, did we? If we didn't flip that, that sucks pretty damn bad. Because we needed that one, man. Nice breath attack there, too. Pop the Dark Master, get the Shadow Shroud. That's going to give us the ward save we're really looking for. Severed Claw still banging it out. Not doing bad. Imrik is kind of like a character that you usually just want to ignore if you can. All right, so these Furies just keep juking. Let's get you on the objective, get you on the objective. Screamers can go and attack that pigeon there. And Bellicor is just, being disruptive in the backfield where he can. We're going to need some more cap weight up on these points, though. So let's do some unsummoning, a little bit of housekeeping. Pull these Zangors across. We need to make sure we don't lose that objective. And do we flip the bottom? We did, finally. Okay. So the bottom has been flipped. Let's get the Screamers to help out here and you guys to go here. And Furies can dive around. Bellicor just continues his cackling marathon, basically. Just causing whatever havoc he can. And hopefully my opponent keeps bringing out some nice elite targets for us. All right, Bellicor, keep going, buddy. And reinforcements, what do we want to call in? Do we have anything here? Let's get some blues. Sure, why not? And get some more Furies to fly up and just be annoying. All right, so the Zangor should be maneuvering over from the side point. Looks like we have respectable control here. These Furies can jump on top of these archers here. Hopefully shut them down. And let's go back here and cause disruption there. All right, so Zangors are moving and grooving. Furies are coming. Swordmasters are still very much alive, but we need to just get this archer position down if we can. See this, and outstanding, then drop that there. And if we can land a couple of those, man, that's gonna be pretty money. And are we gonna get it? Slight hit? Yeah, we did nail them there. Okay, good. Okay, so the archers are pushed back. We do have that triple cap, but probably not for long. It looks like he's gonna secure that mid position there. We do have the Zinch Army ability too, which could do some fat damage. So let's see if we can tag the Pyramain Company with this. Meanwhile, we just compromise the archer position here. Let's get more of you guys hustling up. Zangors need to come back to the point to make sure we don't lose that. And I believe Eocold is still alive. Yeah, he is. Good. Oh, we just got a beautiful army ability there. That was money. That was money. I didn't think that was going to hit, but it did. All right, unsummon you, move you up, and get up to the point. You guys flank here. And man, that did a ton of damage. I feel like, yeah, I'm down on value, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's by that much. I guess it's still pretty early in the game here. Okay, a couple horsemen. Let's get them. Just have them start throwing javelins at those white lines of Krace. Bellicor actually ended up taking a lot of damage in that blob. Oh, it's because of the Frostheart Phoenix. Okay. So a lot of my opponent's value is from that Frostheart, right? So let's get these Screamers back, get these little popcorn bandits shooting at the Swordmasters here, and you guys can move into the Swordmasters too. Let's get Severed Claw back if we can. Just do more javelin fire here, more poking. Get more blues cruising. And honestly, this is going pretty respectably, even though we brought the Changeling. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right, pop the ward save for Shadow Shroud. The Bellicor meme is alive, and it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there for sure. All right, so we got a little bit of pressure on the side here, which is going to be annoying, but it's okay. Do this, javelin you guys, get these guys to go here, and we might need to call in a horseman to make sure we don't lose that side point. So let's do some of these guys over there. Bellicor, I have no idea how he's getting hunted like this. It's weird. He just can't seem to escape here. I could always go back into the Changeling form. Oh, we got some idle Furies here. Classic. Good micro on my part. And where is Eocold? Eocold needs to get back on the objective and fight. All right. So the Screamers have disrupted them, and we got a little bit of poke on the objective now. And here we also have side pressure. Man, if we win this game with Changeling, I'm going to be super shocked. But, Bellicor isn't the worst thing to have on your roster, I suppose. Okay, so getting a little bit of poke on those bad boys. We need to get Bellicor up here and try and cause some disruption if we can. We actually have a pendulum here, which would be really sweet. Bellicor! Yes. All right, that was pretty good. That was a nice little shot right there. That was not bad at all. We got Zangors to maintain our outside point, so we're going to do that. So let's call these guys in out of Vanguard. They'll beat up those Spearmen, no problem. And it looks like we're able to rout a bunch of those guys off. Let's get you. Do this. And these Zangors just keep chasing the archers. A lot of my opponent's value is tied to the Changeling, which obviously he's still doing pretty good for himself here. Let's get the Changeling away. Let's park on the back objective there. Is there any way I could get over there with any speediness? Yeah, Severed Claw are still standing and banging. Those guys are doing great. And Zangors can go take down those Spearmen there. That should be a pretty favorable little trade for us. Nice heal for my opponent here, but we're getting to the point where we're putting some serious pressure on these objectives, which I think could yield some forbidden fruit. All right, let's get you over here. Call Bellicor over to the other side. In the middle, how are we looking? We need to get you back. Go support those Zangors where we can. Popcorn Bandits, unfortunately, are going to get taken down. Eocold is just crumping it hard, dude. He's crumping super hard here. All right, let's go see if we could route this objective real quick. We're just going to use a Melkos to speed it along on those Silverants, although they do have spell resist, but I think it's worth. So we're going to pop this, run with you guys, and we got the Zangors ready to party. Let's just keep kiting around the map. Holy shit, are we going to have a way of winning this game? No way, dude. No way. All right, so we get that. Zangor's here on Silver Helms. Bellicor can go help out there too. Let's use the Dark Master, which I haven't been using all game. to try and slow him down a little bit. And yeah, we'll just put some DAC on those bad boys. Marauders are on their way over. Side objective is looking okay for us. We do have another horseman we can call out, or actually screamers would be good. That would prevent that objective from just being a disaster here. So it looks like we're going to flip the middle. Aecold is in there with Severed Claw, just banging it out and, you know, occupying a lot of my opponent's attention, which is pretty great. Means I might be able to kind of cheese something out here on the point. Bellicor comes back. Marauders should be arriving soon, which will most likely flip that objective for us. Let's go ahead and get a Melkoths on those bad boys. Keep your horsemen here, and yeah, his goon squad's coming over this way, which is scary, but I think we're okay. So let's go here. Attack into the back of those. We do have the army ability, and if we flip this, man, I'm going to be pretty happy. All right, let's pull you guys away, have you guys go here, get the Zangors back on the objective, and it looks like we do manage to flip it. The breath attack there was very good, but I think it's all okay. It all worked out in the end. So we do have that double cap still, but time's running out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with the current time allotted. Bellicor can roll back to the middle, and we can use the Tzeentch army ability here. And if he's not paying attention, I mean, that could be a huge, huge value shot. All right, let's get you up. Get some popcorn bandits, and it looks like he might be paying attention, kind of, but it could be too late. We'll have to see. Alrighty, so that went well. This objective is still holding very firmly, and we do get that sweet, sweet army ability. Let's go route some of these bad boys off, and not a lot of capture weight for the elves there. So let's get Bellicor to move in, do some routing in action, and unfortunately we don't have any Zangors, but let's get some more Chromatic Abominations moving up. And we still have the double cap, but probably not for too long, although there's not a lot of cap weight there on the bottom, so that's good for us. Aecold and company, let's do it. Zangors attack, and you guys get behind, and you just keep throwing javelins. We could do a little bit of poke up here too. Looks like the bird is the word. The bird's going to be on its way back in. Okay. Now we attack those guys, try and keep them off the objective for as long as we possibly can. And the side point is being maintained. So let's bounce back over there with Bellicor and just do a little bit of harrying and skirmishing. We might need some Furies to come. Let's get Severed Claw down here. Aecold is still just karate chopping. And maybe, just maybe, we can stabilize that point. All right, so let's do that. And do we have anything fast? We do have Zangors coming up soon. All right, that's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, so let's get you guys down here, you guys down here. That objective is starting to flip, which isn't good. So we need to go here. I think we do win on one now, so I think we just Helm's Deep on one side. Maybe, I'm not sure. Bellicor might be able to deal with this chicken too, or at least help deal with it to some extent. All right, so we're still cruising. Cap weight here is gonna flip in a moment, but we just need to hold it for as long as we possibly can. Let's get you guys coming down this way, and you guys coming down this way also. Can't be everywhere at once. All right, let's go blues, occupy it. Aecold Hellbrass, still just come this way, and I think we just hunker down on this objective here. All right, so we can use Furies for disruption too. Shit, if I lose Bellicor, I probably lose. All right, so let's pop that. That's gonna give us a little bit of ward save. Thankfully, Bellicor is like literally impossible to kill. He's just like a nightmare. All right, ooh, not if my leadership crumbles though. What has actually got me? Oh, I moved into spears. Okay, I might have just thrown the game there, we'll see. All right, so that's gonna be a big leadership penalty, but now we just kind of space jam units over there. Bellicor, unfortunately, finally does get broken. But more units have arrived, and perfect. Aecold's gonna have to anchor this one down. On the far side point, we're holding it pretty well. Dude, are we gonna get this game? Holy shit. No way, dude. No way. No way in hell that's gonna happen. All right, so let's move here. Do we have any Vanguard speed? Not really, so we're just like gonna have to send Marauders the good old-fashioned long way. He doesn't have a lot of cap weight here though, which is good, and the Zangors are pretty resilient little fighters. All right, so heading over there, and we need, man, if only I had something a little quicker. I guess Marauders is my best bet. No more Bellicor though, that sucks. All right, so you're coming, and we do have some pressure. Oh man, we're maintaining this objective. Oh, that's good for us. The fact that we're holding on to this one for so long, that is a winner. That is a serious winner right now. All right, Aecold, let's go, baby. Let's go. The Changer blesses us. Oh my God, we did it. We did it with the Changeling. Let's go. Oh, I can't even spell his name. Hell yeah, dude. Bellicor all day. Oh, that was great. The Pit of Shades didn't count towards my value. Maybe it's not like some weird bug with like the transforming. I can't believe that shit. Oh man, the Changeling, dude. Yes. All right, 2,800 value. So he didn't pay for himself because he cost freaking 3,500. It's nuts. But still, 2,800 value ain't bad. Yeah, that was wild. So we just avoided Imric and his like goon squad. Let's see what he said. GG, well played. Oh man, I can't believe we got that. Bellicor is back in business. I mean, he was always good against elves, so it's kind of like maybe there's something to it there. All right, let's refresh this. That was a scrappy game, dude. That was a real scrappy one. Super sweaty. A new meta's upon us. Kugath would have been fun here, but he would have just picked me off here if I did that. All right. Poor score. We got Tzeentch versus High Elves. The Zangors are really nice, man, that speed. Hey, Aaron, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Hell yeah, dude. All right, so let's get that Tzeentch dub. Dreaded Changeling. I can't believe it worked. Although, honestly, like, even if we went with a big chicken, it would have been a similar type of thing. Our army would have just been better, right? Like, going wide with, like, an Exalted Lord of Change with, like, a Fury summon is just so much stronger than Be'lakor. And it costs... I would have had 3 or 4 extra units in the beginning. It's like, yeah. That's enough Changeling for tonight. That's enough Changeling for tonight. Well, he got in there. He did his thing. And, all right. Let's see what we're looking at here. Let's see what we're looking at. So heading on over to the brackets. And let's see here. Perfect. All right, so a couple games have finished. My game, that was a long, close game, though. I don't know why people aren't finishing. I guess army building, but these tournaments are usually faster because of the, what's it called? Because of the single faction tournament, so you don't have to deal with the whole pick and ban process. So 2 games have finished. Then we got Bob the Builder, Z, Prepare for the Bear, Salad, Platypus, and Hadries are playing. Dude, we got like the ultimate sweat match here in the beginning. Yeah. Hadries says, I remember to bring Kislev's Healing was dummy strong. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Kislev's Healing is the best element about it, like, aside from Armored Cossars. Like, if you just get Mother Stank in a chariot with, like, a Patriarch and a big monster, dude, it's such a disgusting blob. It's a nasty blob. All right, couple games wrapping up. Looks like Hadries won his match versus Platty. And, cool. Yeah, it's been good so far. It's been good so far, so... Gotta scheme it out. What would I do if I was trying to, like, optimize the build? So definitely you would cut the Changeling, because he's just a meme. We have too many flying units, so we need to cut a Screamer. You could use a ground-based Lord, but I think you just have to, like, run around and cackle is basically what you do. I'd probably go with a Metal Caster, to be honest. Metal bombardments, like Searing Doom, is, like, really cost-effective here. Then you cut this. Metal Shifting's okay. You can keep that. The Staff of Change you can probably get rid of. And yeah, Searing Doom spam would probably be the way. And see, that opens up quite a bit of money. Saves you 700-800 gold. And honestly, you know, the Chicken's a pretty damn good fighter with the summon also. So I didn't hate the blues, like the little like bandits shooting in the beginning. I felt like they weren't bad, but the archers do wreck them pretty rough. I do like the reinforcing army. I don't think I would change too much about that. Yeah, it's kind of a weird matchup against elves. You just have to play the objectives pretty hard. You know, you're going to be losing out on value against like an Imric Goon Squad, right? Fighting Imric head up is really difficult. I mean, you could do it if you went with like a chicken and a cockatrice and a couple other things like that, but you're probably going to lose it, you know, with their archer support. Eocold's a hard carry for sure. He's a hard carry. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Zangors did good. I mean, they fought and they give you like such fast mobility up towards the objectives that you're able to play the points way better than you could pre-patch. All right, so Tim defeated Sleepy Lion. We had our dub. E-Tank won against Spore. I don't know what he's playing. I think he's playing Lizardman. Hadries playing Kislev with a win over Platty, and Bob versus Z. All right, that's cool, man. That is cool indeed. Yeah, Changeling could be really fun if they fix the cost thing. Absolutely, absolutely. Changeling sweep. There's too many good players playing tonight. They would eventually just... the only time, like, if I ran into Platty, I could maybe bring it as Kugath with, like, a Mutalith Beast, but then Ungor Raiders will just kill them, so it's like... Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. No, Blue Scribes are going to get a cost reduction, most likely. We were in discussion with some of the CA dev people the other day, and they were, like, asking us if the Blue Scribes are overcosted, and everyone was like, yes. You could make the Blue Scribes cost like 1,800 and it would probably be fine, honestly. Because their fighting prowess is awful, so you're basically just paying for an overpriced caster with a ton of spells. So, well played, Dreaded Pierogi Lord. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, so how are we looking? Next round should be starting very soon. Just 2 games wrapping up here. Homeworld 3, I haven't played it. Is that a new game? Is that something... I never played any of the Homeworld games, so I don't know anything about that. All right, 1 game to finish. Oh, Professor Pone with the steel chair. He heard me talking smack. He's coming for blood. His Gale Dwarfs versus my Lord of Chickens. Gonna get me with those Dreadquake mortars. Sigvald Eocold combo is good. I lost with it yesterday in a tournament, but it put up a good fight. But the problem is the Chaos Dwarf trains are very good against those type of characters. They can just run away from them and then also just, potentially damage them too. Yeah, Dwarf trains are still really good. You can only bring 3 now, which is nice. And on top of that, their stats were nerfed a little bit, so they're not quite as bad. The DLC units being overcosted is kind of on brand, though. Yeah, well, it depends on who you're talking to. Some people would say that DLC units are super power creep, and the truth is somewhere in the middle. It's like some units are just like poorly designed for multiplayer, and some are just like freakishly good, like the wolf hearts on Kislev and those different things like that. Talk smack, get slapped. Uh-oh, dude. Pone's single-handedly carrying that Chaos Dwarf win rate. And speaking of, let's look at the stats real quick. It's way too early to draw any conclusions. We need another couple weeks, but it's always fun. So whoever's playing Skaven, it's pretty hilarious, 9-2. Ogres with... The Skaven is, I think, a bit of a gimmick. I think there's a couple really good players playing them, so that's probably why. Ogres, Dark Elves, Greenskins, Beastmen, Empire. This is not enough data yet, really. High Elves looking pretty good at 57% win rate with a lot of games being played. Tzeentch perfectly balanced as all things should be. Look, the 2 DLC factions, guys, 10-10 and 16-16. So those bad boys are sitting right in the middle. And Grand Cathay, where are they at? Oh, all right, 8-9, not bad. Literally all the DLC factions are almost 50-50 right down the middle. What's up, Turin? Painting some Eternal Guard. Hey, right on. Oh, some Wood Elves, huh? I'm working on some Warriors of Chaos right now. I'm printing out some bases for my fantasy army. It's a space RTS. You might like it. That sounds good. All right. The Ambushers are really good. They're super cost effective. They are super, super cost effective. All right. So now we go to the tournament. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Pit of Shades is really good against Elves. So I guess Be'lakor wasn't like the worst tech in the world. And it did occupy Emmeric's attention for a lot of it. So just one match finishing, guys, and then we'll be getting to the next round. Thanks for joining late night. Yes. Where's everyone coming from? Where are you guys from? What part of the world we got tuning in? I see some Europeans here staying up pretty late. I suppose I stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. every night though, so I get it. I'm a creature of the night too, dude. I would have loved to have seen Berserk play again, the Khorne champion, and see if he can win one of these single faction tournaments with Khorne. Oh, that'd be rad. Florida, nice, man. Must be pretty hot and potentially humid over there as well. It says, yeah, I should not. Yeah, that's what won me the game, Kane. If you just maybe chase Be'lakor with just your Phoenix and then just like had Emmerich pound all my infantry and stuff like that, I think you win the game. The only reason I think I got that is because you just chased Be'lakor all day. I felt like I was just losing, but we managed to cheese it out with some Pit of Shades, and a couple Tzeentch army abilities did a lot of work. Like we had one in your backfield that hit like 4 units, and that was a huge value city one. That was great. 433. Okinawa. All right, man. We got people all over the Canada, Netherlands, Seattle, UK, Poland, Chest. I can't help it, though. I like having big SE duels. But yeah, Be'lakor is not going to beat Emmerich, especially with regrowth. So I'm just going to be running from you the whole time, trying to find freebies wherever I can. Be'lakor does have a little bit of healing. Not too much, though. The Lord of Torment or something. I still think Be'lakor is good. Like, how much does he cost if you go with Demons of Chaos? So if we go with Demons of Chaos, we get Be'lakor. So the ideal Be'lakor kit is Pit of Shades probably in that matchup. And he's got a hell of a lot of abilities. So Smoke and Mirrors. We did have his items, which is kind of funny, but you would probably cut that. You would keep Lord of Torment for the healing. Whispers in the Darkness is not bad. Dark Master. And yeah, so he costs $35.50 with like a pretty ideal kit. And you pay $35.50 with the Changeling to get Be'lakor, and you get everything. You get all his spells and all of his abilities too. You just don't get items, which he has none of. So maybe turning him into Be'lakor actually is not like a half bad idea if you're going to be doing some Tzeentch in time. All right, let me check with these lads, make sure they're going good. Nobody's disconnected. People are showing up. All right, so I'm just going to send him a direct message right now. Okay, we tried connecting twice. We can call it a draw. All good. All right. So we're going to do that. 2 of the players who are playing were not able to play. That's why their game isn't finished. So I'm going to see if we can call it a draw. The game dropped both times before we could even crash. It will be fine with next opponents. One sec, guys. Just a little bit of adminning and we'll be starting. Scarbrand, though, is like, you're paying a bit of a premium for him. Let's see. So Scarbrand's ideal kit is like probably like this. which is 2,800. But I mean, if you're getting all of his stuff, he costs what, like 300, 3,200? Man. It's not like Scarbrand is like matchup defining though. I think Kugath and Be'lakor would be like the only ways to really make the Changeling be like viable. I will. All right. So we're going to be advancing. Looks like we're going to do a draw on this round because the players are both having internet issues, and sometimes people have those issues connecting. It's very strange. All right, so let's advance the Swiss. Let's do it. Advance, and here we go. The next round is upon us. Alrighty, so let me make sure there was no weird stuff with the bracket generation. All right, looks fine. So we got Tim the Wilder here. Ooh, Tim's a very good player, one of the best in the world. Let's see if we can get him with the Changeling maybe. Next round is live, guys. Next round is live. Okay, so round is live. We go here. Round is live. Good luck, have fun. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we got Tim the Wilder, and this is a new map. This one is awesome, dude. All of Wacka's maps, the Shambling Bog. It has a really unique deployment pattern, actually. Shambling Bog. Okay. This is like a Vampire Counts, like coast kind of map. Dude, it's great. Yeah, we'll do Age of Empires. I'm thinking sometime in the next day or two. Don't worry. It'll be back. I do Age of Empires at least once or twice a week, so. All right, where are we at? So Tzeentch is going to be our pick here, obviously. And let's get the art blocker up. The Chaos Gods are with us tonight. Tim the Wilder, let me see what he's playing so I can start figuring it out. Is he playing Nurgle? Is it Nurgle time? I'm not sure. Oh, he's Lizardman. Okay. That's actually a little harder for sure. Okay, so Shambling Bog. Yeah, I know this map pretty decently here, so let's do this. Looking good. And then for the core army, this is a must take. Like, Kugath would be pretty funny here, but I don't know how good Kugath is against lizards. Probably not that good, so I think we won't do that. Get Homie here, ready to go. And then we want to max out on you guys. Perfect. I was wondering about like the cockatrice in this matchup as well. You just like single faction tournaments? Why is that? I think they're honestly the most popular in the community. I think they're the most fun. It's like the pick and ban aspect of Total War Warhammer is pretty obnoxious with how many factions there are and balancing it and everything. Sometimes it's fun to just, you know, have a nice casual run at it. All right, so what is he gonna do? Dude, yeah, the aquatics meta is real here. He could totally get us with some dreaded aquatics play. Alrighty, so let's do this. Perfect. Do that. Do that. And do that. Okay. So what else do we want to bring? Who else is coming to the party? Chaos Knights here unfortunately aren't very good. The issue with Chaos Knights being is that they just get wrecked by the Lizardman Cavalry, the Coldwind Spear Riders, things like that. So typically you don't want to go that route. It's not your jam. Not the way to do it. Do it. And for the main line, those guys are always cool. What Lizardman tricks is he going to have is the question. What funny business. Okay, we got you guys ready to go, and then we can mix in some of these. All right, I like this build. It's a little wonky, but I think it could work. Does my wife like Warhammer? She does. She's not like, she likes painting and doing the hobbying aspect of it, but playing it is more my jam. I'm currently setting up you can lose it. The Changeling, you know, he's got some play. Look, Tim the Wilder is one of the best players in the world. He's very sweaty player too. So if I meme against him, it's going to be a disaster. I can tell you that. So we're going to try something a little bit more solid here, I would say. Now, Lord choices are interesting. Kairos is always very good. Kairos is just like amazing. The snare is really useful, and obviously he's got blue fire as well as regrowth, which is like a nice combination of goodness. Okay, and that lasts for 25 seconds, so that will take a little bit away from that. And fires of change. Okay. So that gives us a little bit of dough to work with. But is that really the way? Felt like my initial build was better. We're still scheming it out, ladies and gentlemen. We're still scheming it out. Okay. So let's get you guys here, slap you guys into the mix. We got another 3 to work with, so let's get you guys in. Oh, dude, I love this build already. Pwn, you're playing Lizardmen. I hope you crush them with your dreaded death freaks, dude. Yes, show no mercy, show no fear. The Mutalith Beast here is an interesting idea, but at the end of the day, I think it's probably, I don't know, a little bit too much. Lizardmen do have a lot of decent ranged, I suppose, but I guess if you could shut that down, they would probably have problems. You want a Cockatrice for any reason? Like, it is a decent little fighting monster. Against lizards, what does the Cockatrice bring to the table? I guess it's a source of terror, number 1. Number 2, it can maybe fight Bastiladons and other monsters like that, which I think is pretty radical, dude. Looks like Tim's ready, dude. Wow, okay. The Wilder's, he's good to go. All right, so that looks fine. Let's cut this and call it a day here. Okay. So this should be, this is going to be pretty wild, man. I hope it goes well. Oh, that's so expensive, though. That's so expensive. All right, let's cut that. Get you back in there. Blues aren't bad against lizards. Their DACA is respectable. They can definitely do some work. All right, and all right. All right, good luck. Have fun, Tim. Let's get it, man. Yeah, the Colossodon Hunters are a problem. They are. They're definitely a pain in the ass. So Zangors and Forsaken do have a ton of overlap. I agree with you, Mr. Ventura. The thing, though, is Zangors have Vanguard and are slightly less damaging. Forsaken are like hardcore shock troops. They, like, when they get somewhere, they have like almost 60 weapons rank compared to the Zangors, which have like in the 30s. So that's not going to be... They do serve slightly different roles. I think both are good. Zangors are objectively better, in my opinion, because their durability, I think, makes them do more damage in the long run. But if you're in a matchup where you really need to clear chaff units quickly, Forsaken do it. I still like to bring 1 or 2 in a lot of builds. But yeah. Yeah, Vanguard in domination mode is a big variable. It's much more powerful. I mean, land battle, it's nice for sure if you're like trying to rush somebody. So check this out. This is the Shambling Bog. Each player starts in this like corner on the other side of this like cool Vampire Coast building. And then you got, dude, how cool is this map? Just like a solid Vampire Counts map. If only CA would put the same passion in as the modders. We do have Objective 2 here, Objective 3, and Objective 1, which are kind of far away. So the Vanguard deployments are pretty pertinent on this map. But Lizards have great Vanguard, so... Guys, he's back in business. Who do you think he's going to be tonight? Let us know let us know who you think it's going to be. We do have the Changeling once again, because I actually think there's some teeth here. I think there's some teeth. Okay, so it's time. Who do you think it's going to be? Dude, I think we got some schemes here. I think it's going to be super fun. Prepare yourselves. Prepare thyselves. This map's awesome, dude. I love it. I think it's great. I have power fantasies about getting Queen Bess and shooting up and over here and just blasting away. Tretch? Oh, yeah. Kingbird nailed it, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go. Sam's probably looking at my 6 models and is like, oh, dude, well, what's going on here? Hell yeah. It's Kugathan time. Oh, he's already ready. He's got like ancient salamanders and shit on standby. Oh, God. Come on, Kugath. Come on, Kugath. Let's go party. Let's not throw this. So I have Nurgle magic, and I do have access to all of his, summons and things like that, which is great. He's got Skink Skirmishers, Croxagors, Saurus Warriors, and we can call out some Screamers to just go, like, harry those guys back and keep this thing from shooting for free. Because we don't want it to be blasting for free here against my Chosen. So we're going to just pull these Chosen back and hopefully dodge that shot. It looks like we did. Yeah, we dodged it. Nice. All right, so let's keep moving up to the point. Grab that, and then we call it a Zangor to play Objective 3 there. The Changeling he does have an item that gives him stock. He does, yeah. All right, so let's just start throwing some unholy hand grenades here, and we can poke up a little bit. Go chase that ancient salamander away, and, he's going to just run, and we're just going to play a game of cat and mouse, really. But my army's pretty stalwart here. It's got a lot of healing, too, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do something there. All right, so Zangor's out of the Vanguard. Dude, I just had so much fun with the Changeling on my first game. I have to bring him here. The problem is I can't really dive his backfield. Granted, we might be able to just heal through the Ancient Salamander. The shield was able to do pretty well, so we're just going to pull back and let the shields regenerate. And hopefully those Chosen will be able to rejoin the fight here in a minute. All right, moving up on the point. We have a lot of healing on the table. We did get a bombardment on those Saurus warriors there. And he might try and press my side point, which is okay. We can send Aecold over there, you know, any number of other options. So yeah, it looks like that's what's going to happen. So let's move you guys here. Kugath is going to keep moving his scooter. And the Chosen, who pulled back, can now head over here too. Severed Claw, actually we should probably send Severed Claw over there, because that's it looks like a lot of Kroxigors are going to be hanging out to party. Alrighty, so let's start throwing some bombardments at these guys. We can form ranks and we can get more Zangors coming out to hold that point. Not too much damage yet, so we're chilling. Let's shoot some of these guys, keep these Chosen on the point with their shields. Alrighty, a couple blues moving up. We're okay to take those shots, I think. Kugath needs to just get more rolling, dude, on his old scooter. Alright, so we got the 2 objectives, which is a good start for us. Our little bandits here are getting owned, so let's pull them back if we can. And just kind of keep skirmishing, keep poking here. Severed Claw can chill there. We got Screamers, so I think maybe keeping Aecold and company here would be the smart play. Alright, so retreating you guys, sending you up. I'm going to try and get them back and get their shields going. We could use a heal on them. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably is, actually. Although if they start crumbling here, that's going to feel pretty bad. Alright, so we got a Fleshy Abundance on him. Nice little Daka right there on those skirmishers. And Kugath is unfortunately going to probably get melted pretty bad. I got to be careful, man. That was reckless as hell. Alright, so where are my Screamers at? Screamers, and we need Screamers out of Vanguard here. If Kugath dies, then I'm in basically just have lost, you know. And that's not what we want here. Let's pull you across, get Severed Claw moving up. You guys are at the ready. Kugath is juking on his scooter. Let's get those Chromatic Abominations back in business. And we could do a little bit of split pushing, but I'm pretty happy with what we got going here. Alright, Screamer time. Do this. Kugath just needs to heal and maintain. Severed Claw do its thing, and yeah, hopefully we can avoid some of those shots. I think we just, yeah, we sit deep set here. Let's summon some Nurglings. Just try and get ahead on points, really. Alright, Aecold, let's go. Tim not really playing the points too much. Just playing very cagey and trying to get value lead on me, but remember, I have healing. That would be one of the cool parts about having, we're going to save up for another big Fleshy Abundance. That's going to be the jam. Screamers, let's get them back. And just use our shield regeneration. You know, that's what it's all about. Let's send Nurglings forward to go dive them a little bit. We can get some Zangors to move up. Alrighty. Outstanding. And you guys can push, but there's Kroxigors over there, so we can't really mess with that too much. Chromatic Abomination's just getting absolute Shadow Realms here, so let's pull you back. And pull you guys back. And then we're going to get a big overcasted heal to heal up the whole party here. Which is fine. We're playing Nurgles each, so I think we're going to be able to survive some of this Daka. We just gotta like wear Tim's ammo down and hope that we can win the long game here. Alright, so let's do this. Yep, that should be pretty nice. Nurglings are pushing these guys back and a little bit of the ammo is being wasted on it. Let's get some of the Screamers chilling over there. Wow, look at that. So Kugath's healing fills up the bar like super quickly. Alright, so Zangors, let's get you guys cruising and grooving, get you in the melee. We did get the big Fleshy. Outstanding. Severed Claw's good, and yeah, my Chosen are basically full health now. So pulling back to this point, looking good, and we can go ahead and just save up for another heal. We're basically just going to be trying to get one more fat heal over the course of the game here. All right, Severed Claw move in. Looks like Tim's going to pull the trigger on the objectives, which I certainly don't blame him for doing. Let's get some more shooting, some more little bandits here. And overall, we've endured his harass pretty well, I would say. It hasn't been too devastating. We do have a Tzeentch army ability. We could pop it behind him here, but I think he's going to dodge it too easily. All right, so Screamers, you guys chill here. Pull you guys back, get the Zangors bashing here, and we are going to need some Marauders from the deeps. Let's get those Marauders up to help out. All right. So we've engaged. We got Zangors chasing these guys, which is great. Kugath is nearby. Let's get these Chosen over there to help out. Looks good. Let's get on the point. Make sure we have units on the point here. Get you guys on the Kroxigors, and yeah. We got to try and hold that back objective. So we're going to try and move some Chosen over there. I don't know what the hell that was. A banishment of some sort? Yeah. Looks like it. And we do have the Tzeentch army ability. Could use it, but it's going to friendly fire a lot of my own guys. So hopefully those Chosen can make it back there. And Kugath and company just anchor it down right here. Alright. So it looks good. That heal was just like so money too. And we'll get another Zangor coming out of the bushes here in a second, which should be able to anchor this point for us here. Alright, because Tim's doing a pretty big push on that. Alright, so we got popped there, but the Saurus warriors are being forced back. Let's get Kugath out of range of some of the harass. And we can get the Severed Claw to continue fighting here. Aecold pulls back. And I think we're okay here, honestly. Yeah, he's like swarming the point pretty well, but overall, I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's pop the Tzeentch army ability. But man, that's going to dunk on a lot of my own units. But I think right there, Sars are very slow, so that could be super, super devastating here. All right, so Tzeentch army ability is going down. Let's get you Popcorn Bandits going here. Kugath needs to move into melee. And we did get the Tzeentch army ability. Oh, yeah, dude, give me that shit. That's the good stuff right there. I think we reclaimed this objective from him. Even though we're going to lose it here, I think we get it back. So we just need to keep value trading and kind of keep it close-ish. And then we're chilling. All right, so do we have another Screamer? We do. So let's get the Screamer. Have him go after the old Salamanders, which are very annoying against Kugath. But Kugath is a raid boss, as you know. Let's get Eocold in there, ready to go. Kugath needs to maneuver over, and we're just going to save for another heal if we can. Let's do the Virulent Contagion. And once again, this objective's going to go to us, I think. Yeah, we got the Marauders there. We got like a lot of good fights going. Let's keep you on the point, keep you on the point. Kugath is there. Severed Claw are chasing those bad boys back, but we need them on the objective, so we need to do this. Kugath's getting into melee now. So let's do that. Get a little Nurgling summon going, and we can drop the Fleshy Abundance, or the Grandfather's Oration as well. Okay, so we just need to like kind of like passively screen with these guys. We don't have to like go all in on it. Severed Claw's on its way in, and we're going to need some more troopers on our mid-objective here against him. Let's do that, and it's looking pretty good on this side. It looks like we've reclaimed a lot of the Lost Empire here. So let's get that, keep that party going. And we have enough for like one more big fat heal, so we're going to try and get as good of a value out of that heal as we can. So let's get those guys going over here. It's funny, we can always go back into Changeling form, but that's just like an awful idea, right? Just absolutely awful. All right. Furies, go. Fly over here. Be disruptive. Screamers, jump here. Kugath is going to have enough for like one big more chunky heal, you know? He's got one more in him. So we're just going to pull him back. Keep those Severed Claw fighting on those Croxagors, which is outstanding. And coming back across this way. This point should be a victory for us. I'd be shocked if we lost that. We can do a single target one. I think that's going to be fine. That will allow us to do a little bit more. But we do start to lose that objective a little bit. But thankfully the Furies are going to be catching those sallies. Yeah, we don't have a lot of infantry here. I guess I oversent to that side point. Granted, we have time. So it's not the worst. All right, let's get Kugath back a little bit. Looking pretty good here. So let's go press up on this point. See if we can just ninja that. Pull you guys here. Relinquish this point for a second. Thankfully, he forgot to send those guys back. Although, yeah, we need to get some big anti-large over here if we can to help with those Croxagors. Those things are giving us an absolute headache. My Chosen are holding it down, but I don't know for how much longer. All right, you guys do this. Get to that point. Pull back this way. Kugath, retreat as swiftly as you can. Kugath's got the wheels, dude. He's got the moves. We're just going to save up for one more big Kugath heal, I think. Furies, looking good. Croxagor's fighting Screamers there, which is a win. This point here, we need some speed. We need you guys to get here. Kugath could turn and fight right now, actually. This isn't like the worst engagement in the world, although there's a lot of range following him here. So that makes me a little bit nervous. All right, so we ninja'd his back point, which is good. Kugath, yeah, he's just going to need a heal, dude. He's in danger. There's a lot. Lizardmen have a lot of ranged. They have a lot of ranged. All right, let's pop this. Let's pop that. Keep going. We'll have another heal in 7 seconds, so we just need to get there. Couple dudes going, and the top point is now ours. So we have stolen that from the dinos, and we are up on points. Scrappy, scrappy games tonight, man. Super scrappy. Let's get you guys coming in, and we can use a Fleshy Abundance on Kugath. Top that man off as best we can. Severed Claw is actually doing good. Let's go see if we can take down his Slan. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. This could be something here. If we're able to hit that entire pocket of units, that could just be absolutely backbreaking. All right, let's move you guys. Get Kugath rolling dirty back here. You guys go after these. You pull back. Kugath keeps running, and oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I basically hit his entire army. Okay, looking good. So let's get going, big boy. Let's get going. Kugath's still rolling. A lot of my opponent's value is going to be tied up in Kugath, right? So that is pretty good for us. Little Nurglings and Zangors and company still fighting. We have the Severed Claw on the objective, actually beating down Salamanders, mind you, which is not terrible. Let's do some debuffs here. Let's get Kugath onto the point. Get you Horsemen up. And what units do we have to summon? I mean, we have a lot on the field at the moment, actually. A hell of a lot on the field. So these are Zangors, and those are guys are going to lose that fight probably. Yeah, we got the double cap for now. He's still chasing me there, which is really hilarious. Let's see if we can route some of these Saurus Warriors off, park those on the side, and get you, Kugath, rolling over there. Nice and dirty. We did get a sweet, sweet army ability. Do we have any Zangors that could be unsummoned? It looks like we do. A couple of you guys have taken out those clever girls. He's probably, I think he's in a winning position, but I'm pretty impressed with old Kugath here. It's not been a bad run. I mean, Kugath is a very powerful lord, obviously, right? So Chromatic Abominations. Let's start playing for the middle. We have time. We just need to get this objective back. Kugath's still going to just be hustling. Get these horsemen coming. You think you're going to get them? Well, maybe you will, but we're not going to make it easy for you. Old Kugath's got wheels, and he knows how to use them. All right, Severed Claw and Company, anchoring it down. Good. Couple units there. Horsemen charging into all of his skirmishers. We have any speedy stuff we can call out a vanguard here? Not at the moment. Yes, Kugath. Yes. Oh, these are chosen, actually, mind you. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Let's get these horsemen back. We don't really have any sort of magic or anything. I could make him into his changeling form, but I don't think that's going to do a whole lot for us. His remnants of the Kroxigor is doing well. I really, really don't want to lose my lord. I would rather just get an unsummon off here, if possible, because I've got no more healing, so. He's really going hard in the paint for that, though, like really, really hard. All right, so we need to get back on the point here to maintain the cap weight while we can. We do flip that back objective, outstanding. Let's get some Zangors hustling up to help out. Yes, Zangors, go, go. And Kugath can sit, and he can throw his bombardments, actually, which is impactful. It's not bad at all. A couple of these guys, Salamander's going to move into attack. We can call in Screamers to try and take that thing down. Kugath's just going to throw his toilet seat bombs, and hopefully it'll get the job done. All right, let's take down those feral cold ones. Keep ripping shots, and we'll get a Screamer out here to go and attack this Ancient Sally. And we need to just move Kugath away from the damage. But yeah, this back point's going to be incredibly hard to hold. We do have some Zangors on the way, but he's got a lot of stuff on the battlefield. I mean, we're both very beat up, but my amount of healing I've done is just absolutely bonkers, by the way. Like, absolutely bonkers. That's like the one thing that's kind of keeping me rolling in this game here. Kugath at 1600 HP, geez. That's very low. I don't think I'm going to get the unsummon, and the problem is if I resummon Changeling, it's as Kugath. So there's not too many options there. All right, let's keep doing poke. We have a little bit of cap weight here on the middle. Those guys are hanging in there. We'll get another Zangor. We got to plan ahead for these 2 points. So let's move you up here. Keep the horsemen doing a little bit of skirmishing. Old Kugath is at 1000 HP. Oh, dodge it. God, he's so low. He's so low. He's probably going to get toasted here. Come on, Kugath. Do your thing, buddy. This hasn't been working terribly, though. I'm actually pretty impressed with the Kugath. Although I think it would be more optimal maybe to not use him, but what kind of value have we gotten? Only 1,000, but his healing has been pretty, he's been a pretty solid distraction Carnifex here. If only he had Aquatics, that would be the ultimate play here. Okay, looks like some funny business going on. How we look into the middle? Cold and Company still grinding it out. Severed Claw has been super MVP this game. Oh, buddy, Kugath, keep going through them swamps. He's like, get out of my swamp. All right, Horsemen, let's do a little bit of charging there. And I think we have enough on the middle to maybe wrestle this one. These are what? Chromatic Abominations and Screamers. Let's get you guys in here. You guys keep going. And Kugath's just going to roller skate away. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Okay, get another Zangor. We need cap weight here. We need fighting power. All right, let's get you guys up. And Kugath's rolling towards the back of the map. Let's cast Miasma Pestilence on these guys. Might as well get that last laugh off. Horsemen have routed some units. And Kugath, if we could use him as like an artillery piece back there, that would be sweet. I don't know how that's going to go down, but let's see what happens. All right, Kugath, go fight those guys. This blob fight, I think, is favoring us. I have no idea. It's a little bit hard to tell, to be honest. Let's throw out the Legion of Chaqua here. Oh my god, no, no, no. No! No, Salamanders! No, not like this! Oh! Come on, Kugath! Oh! Let's go back into Changeling form. Oh! Oh! Oh, Anakin, I'm too weak. Dude, this is a scrappy-ass game, man. Holy shit. Like, everyone's just on death's bed. Like, the value is actually really close right now. It's probably, like... But he has the objective advantage, which is the problem. Lizardmen are pretty good at that, like, holding on to those points and really anchoring. I bet you Aecold is, like, 2,000 value, too. Severed Claw finally got broken. We do have a couple units here. Let's see if we can ninja that objective. That would be very lucky, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Alrighty, so they've made it to the point. Let's get you guys to do your thing here, and you guys attack there. See if we can maybe wrestle that. Aecold and Company trying, but I think I lost this fight here. The Kroxigors were very impactful. Dude, that was pretty funny. Dude, you gotta love the Shrek references. Okay, so a couple of those warriors will go to that back point here. I don't know how I felt about the Kugath. Like, his heals were money. It really helped prevent a lot of the suffering that you would normally feel in the skirmish phase of the game. But I can't help but think a cheaper lord would just be stronger. Like a Chaos Sorcerer Lord with a wider army, I felt like I kind of needed. It was hard to like play multiple points at once. GG, well played. Tim played a great game. That was a really fun match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. The map favors Lizardmen. Yeah, it does, but that's okay. I have Vanguard too. You know, it's not like I have bad Vanguard. I have Zangor, so it was great. No, I'm only playing as Tzeentch Knight. Yeah. But let's see here. So Eocold only was held 800, 2,500 on Severed Claw. Chosen got about 1,000 value. Maybe Chosen Halberds would have been smarter. Zangors are obviously solid. They usually get up there and grind and do their thing. Yeah, his army is good. Very standard stuff. He's got some Kroxigors, you know, a bunch of the fun units there. GG. Did you fear the Kugath? I'm asking him if he feared the Kugath. Let's see if he respected it. All right, so next map is the Hag's Conclave. That's actually a really cool map. I love it. That was super fun. Oh, yeah, man, the aquatics on that map. I guess his lizards were certainly enjoying themselves as I was suffering. Okay, only a couple of games left to go. Let me make sure nobody has the wrong amount of points. Oh, Pone, we could fight right now, dude. This could be it. This could be the moment of heroes. Yeah, Saurus are a great unit, dude. They're very solid. And Tim's also, he knows his lizards, too. That's one of his main factions. He said his hands are drenched in sweat. That's great, dude. Tim's a great guy. All right, so what do we got here? What would we actually... Yeah, I thought that might work, actually. I thought, like, Kugath could maybe heal through it and survive the poke and then, like, really be an anchor. But, yeah, it was way more DPS than I anticipated. So, okay, no more Changeling games tonight. That's enough. We've had two good games against two very strong players, and I'll take the 50-50 on the Changeling. For the main core, though, I feel like Chaos Warrior Halberd spam is probably not bad. You could do something like this with like 2 Shielded Marauders in the front, Chaos Sorcerer Lord on a disc, with Pink Fire is actually not bad, and Blue Fire. Yeah, get rid of this, keep Sword of Change, keep that, put him on the disc. And then from here, I think you just go a little bit wider with like a couple of these guys. This feels like a very consistent, safe build. Something like this. I don't know. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it changed my Lord when I accidentally clicked on Sorthorial, but... Yeah, Zangors are great. They're a staple. Yeah, Severed Claw put in work. Always do. All right, where are we at? Let's see how we're looking on the round. Refresh. Yeah, what other... I mean, Be'lakor would not be good against the mass poke. I don't think there's too many great options for that there. Report score. I did that game 1. All right, so Tim just needs to report the score, and then we can advance the next round. Yeah, this is going fast, man. Fast and furious. I do think Tzeentch is pretty good, though. They feel like a strong faction. The Zangors make a huge difference, and obviously the Mutalith Beast is pretty good, too. The next map is really, really cool. It's awesome. It has like these neat hills, and it's just very fun. I like that map a lot, though. It's different, you know. It's very different, and certainly plays to certain faction strengths, which I think is fun. Like, I think Vampire Coast could actually be very good on that map as well. All right, Tim reported it, and we are advancing to the next round, so advance Swiss. Let's do it. Do it. And do we have a game, or are we getting the bye round? We're playing Platy? How the hell? Oh, he lost the game. I was like, how are we playing Platypus? He should be undefeated right now. All right. Hey. Good luck, have fun. All right. So Platypus is on his way in. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry, Pone, you and I were not fated. If I do lose this game, then maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance we could do battle. Nope, wrong one. There's the blocker right there. Aquatics on coast. I think Platy's playing Beastmen. Yeah, I think he's playing the cows. I mean, Kugath could ironically be good here, but I don't think on the map. So the map is going to be the Hag Coven map. Yes, the Hag's Conclave. It's a really cool one. It's a really neat one, my friends. All right, so for the army, let's get it picked. Let's have some fun. Good luck, have fun. All right. All right, perfect. So he's here, and I believe he's playing the Beastmen, the Bray Herd. So you know what that means. It's going to be some hot Zangor on Zangor battling, which is to be expected. No surprises there. Let's get your boy. Slap that down, slap that down. Get this. And what else do we have on the field here? Power recharge. Void. Want that? Probably Probably this one isn't terrible, although I think saving the money is probably pertinent. All right, guys. Finalizing everything here. Like the build so far. Village would not be very good against Beastmen. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be too impactful in my opinion. I think you would have not the best time in the world. Yeah, Zangors are just an awesome frontliner. Very, very solid piece. Trying to think of like what forbidden kind of builds I could do here in this matchup. Chosen can be okay, but basically what he's probably going to do is just Traderkin spam. Would be my guess. Traderkin is so good, so you're probably going to see that, I would guess. Having a source of terror against the Beastman is never terrible. Okay, so let's get you on this. Cut that out, cut that out. Yes, please. Oh, no, wrong spells. So getting the boys ready for battle. I don't know how this matchup goes, honestly. I played it a couple times in beta. I think it's kind of one of those map-dependent ones. Really depends on the map. Yeah, Razorgors do give Zangors the business. Absolutely. Not surprised to hear that. Not surprised to hear that, Hadries. I mean, Minotaurs, Razorgors, there's all sorts of scary stuff that they can do here. All right, so that looks fun. This is one of my Chaos Knight Power Fantasy ones, where you can get Chaos Knights doing pretty good for you. You know, it's something to think about. All right, so the Bray Herd looks like Platy might already be ready. He's already got his big scheming going. Okay, and then we get these guys coming out of reserve. Perfect. You know you want the Chaos Knights, dude. Oh god, do I take the Chaos Knights and do I just suffer? And then just embrace the grind? Is this where the blue... If I lose this, then maybe I'll do a blue scribe game. Because if I win this, then my odds of making it to the finals are decent. But if I lose it, it's pretty much out of the running tonight. So yeah, we'll see here. That looks good. Okay, so those guys are about ready. Is there any other little units I want to throw in the mix? I don't think so. Starting build feels good. That might not be terrible to have in like reserve or something. We'll see what Platy ends up bringing. The Cockatrice is kind of an interesting choice here too, like a cheap maneuverable sniping piece that causes terror. Although I feel like it's just going to get tar pitted and not be able to get the job done. You know, we could also run into the big man, the Incarnate Elemental here. He could bring that against us, although I'm not too concerned about that. I feel like we would have some decent tools for that. Let's maybe throw this guy in. I think he's probably not a terrible choice. All right. So he, although he was he good for me that one time? I'm trying to remember the matchup. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about my build here. Never a good sign. So I think we're going to change it up. We're going to slap the base on this different variant of the build here. Okay. So 700 Gs left. Let's get you in there, and then we can throw this guy in. Beastmen can go pretty damn wide, you know, and play the map pretty wide, which is a little precarious. You got to watch out for that. Okay. That looks pretty good. God damn, those units are expensive too. They're very expensive. Goodness gracious, is there any way we can save any money? This gives us a little bit. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. And then in reinforcements, a couple of you and you. And I think we are good to go. I think we're ready to party. Good luck, have fun. I wonder what he's going to bring. Probably just a super wide build with a bunch of Ungor Raiders would be my guess. Ungor Raiders are just so good. They are very annoying to deal with as Tzeentch. You can go with a shield wall, but then you just get wrecked by their Minotaurs and Razors. So it feels a little scary. Yeah, the Chaos Knights are definitely one of my favorite units, dude. They're so cool. I just finished painting a bunch up in tabletop, so yeah, they're my secret sauce. All right, let's cut you. Throw Chromatic Abominations in. They could be nice. The Doom Knights of Tzeentch also aren't terrible here. The Knights of Immolation, like sweeping around the battlefield, I find that they can cause some pretty substantial havoc if left alone. Yeah, they're super cool. I don't know if it's worth. It's a little bit risky bringing against a player of Platy's caliber, though. He's one of the best in the world for sure. We're playing a killer's row tonight. No easy opponents. All right, good luck, have fun. GLHF. Cygors? I don't think you're going to see that from Platy. He's a pretty sweaty player. Typically, he's going to be meta, not use meme units. So what you're going to see probably is Malagor, either Malagor or a Traderkin caster, just cackling about. Traderkin's just really nasty. So they try and force a blob, and then that's how Beastmen often win games. So probably a Traderkin caster of some sort with just like a cheap chaff-centric army, maybe Zangors with Ungor Raiders, and then Razorgors and Minotaur spam the rest of the game. You know, what army would you collect when Old World comes out? I already have 2. I have an Empire army, and we also have, what's it called? Chaos army that's being worked on right now. I'm making a Nurgle warband for the Old World. 3D printing the bases right now, actually. This is a cool map. It's the Hag's Conclave. You guys are going to see it in a second. There it is. All right. So we got that, like, yeah. It looks like each of us have kind of a home objective, and then like you fight over the middle there, which is really cool. So we got Kairos. He is good. We got our Halberd line, because if they can endure, they can do pretty damn good for you. You just got to make sure you don't get caught with like big Traderkins, because Traderkin's like a spell that needs to be tuned down. It's really, really powerful. All right, and 2, and we got the Doom Knights. I decided to try them out. I feel like they can really, really turn the tide of battles if you maneuver them effectively. So, hey, cold Hellbrass. Good luck to Platy. He's got a big army. So yeah, Raiders, cheap caster. That's gonna be the jam. This is a cool ass map though. The Hag's Coven. Oh yeah. All right, so he's got Zangors and Minotaurs, and yeah. I probably should have gone with the... So, okay, let me count this here. So we got the Traderkin spammer. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 12 units. So this is his army plus 4 Ungor Raiders. There's literally nothing crazy to think about there. That's exactly what you're getting. All right, so against Zangors. What better to fight Zangors than more Zangors themselves? Let's get some Zangors up on our objective. Our Zangors should be better, though. They're the dreaded ones, dude. So we're going to go poke around, screen out his Lord, keep him back. We have Kairos, so we can blue fire snipe his Lord if he's not careful. I want to go like explore for Raiders and see what he's got. So the Halberds and company are moving up. And head to the middle objective, and we can just have these Zangors kind of chill out there. This is very much like a I'm going to fight you for the middle of the map kind of thing. Alrighty, so let's go do a little bit of harass here. Do that. And perfect, so he's running. Alright, all good. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I will take it. So we instantly snipe one of those bad boys out, and we're able to wear him down. They'll be back in greater numbers, though, I assure you. Let's get some Screamers moving up to support our lines. And Kairos can just kind of keep cackling, and that one Raider's going to be offline for now. Alright, let's keep circling around. We got our Halberds and company heading up to the middle. Can keep doing this thing, and yeah, Kairos can attack these ones. I don't think he's got any mass out here. Alright, so we'll do a little diving on these. If I could shut down his Raiders, we're going to be in good shape. Alright, so now the Doom Knights just retreat. The Minotaurs are nearby. Let's get these Screamers over there to press up. Let's like angle our army in a little bit of a more efficient manner. Cool. Call these guys out here. And yeah, now the party's getting ready to get started, man. We're gonna be going at it soon. Okay, so let's get you guys to dive in there on the Butchers of Kalkengard, although maybe not. Let's get Kairos up in the sky. Unfortunately, Raiders pretty good against my my dudes here. I don't have any shield, so we're gonna have to just eat it like champs. If we have another bombardment, we will soon. So let's fly over, prevent some harass, pull you back, try and get the shield recouped. And yeah, we're just chilling. I could go harass his back point with these Doom Knights, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like attack those Angors and try and force some summons out. Now let's move to the middle. All right, so we're heading to the middle. Kairos Fate Weaver is going to go ahead and do a blue fire on these Butchers of Kalkengard to try and kill some models. See if we can. And now we call out some Zangors from the far side and press his side objective here with the Doom Knights cackling all the way to the bank. All right, so Raiders are slightly out of position, which is outstanding for us. Let's pull these Angors back. I did get that little blue fire action. Doom Knights came through. Let's get the Halberds to get in there, and we can also get the Screamers to attack these Minotaurs. I really, really like the Doom Knight pressure, man. It feels very good. Like, they've been so disruptive this time. All right, so let's do that. Pull you guys back. Retreat this way. Retreat back. Just run away. Get the Severed Claw to move over there if we want to. A lot of throwing axes. A lot of unfun stuff for us. So the middle point, I have no idea what this is. Oh, is this... Oh, my God. It gives a combat buff? Holy shit, I didn't notice that. Whoa, where's the third point? 1, 2... Oh, this is a combat buff in the middle. Oh, shit. Oh man, you live and you learn, dude. You live and you learn. All right, so that's going to give my army a little bit of sauce, a little bit of the secret sauce. So the Doom Knights are cruising back, and we can get them to help out. And we do have Screamers coming in. Screamers should be able to attack these Butchers of Kalkengard, and then we can pin them with the Knights as well. So let's get in there. Pull Kairos to go after the dudes. And on the side point, we got Screamers moving in. And yeah, we'll just kind of keep trying to value trade where we can. All right, so it looks like a Traderkin maybe is going down here. Let's pull you guys down and around this way. And this fight's very good for us. We just absolutely got the ownage there. Oh my god, I did not even know that was a building buff. It gives melee attack to allies in range? Oh, that's cool. It's a very, very different jam. All right, let's get more Zangors heading over there. Yeah, so we just crushed the Butchers of Kalkengard, which is a nice pick for us. So we've got to be a little bit ahead on value, which isn't terrible. But let's start playing the points a little bit tighter. And hopefully, is there anyone that needs heals? We can regrowth the Doom Knights here, keep those bad boys fighting effectively. Oh, what's going to happen now, though, is I'm going to get slapped with a frickin', with a what's it called? Yeah, with a damn AoE, although I believe it's on cooldown right now, so. All right, Screamers, let's have you do this. Dive on those. Angor's kind of getting wrecked a little bit. Move up to the middle. We could do a lane push, too. Although, yeah, he's pushing really aggressively here. Wow, we need to win this fight. All right, so we're back in the sky with Kairos. Let's blue fire spam, see if we can tag his lord. The Doom Knights probably need to retreat away. And then we can use the Tzeentch army ability on him and use the Gaze of Fate. Okay. So Gaze of Fate. Keep popping him. Calling more of these. And it looks like we just straight up cheese his lord. So his lord might die here. We'll have to see. If we can get him wavering, that's going to be pretty good. Severed Claws, unfortunately, in the middle, wasting time battling. So that was a big misplay on my part. I'm definitely blundering some of these peripheral engagements. And the Screamers, yeah, we need to get you guys back in the trees. Otherwise, it's just a disaster there. All right, so I got his Lord. That's a pretty big win for us, guys. The fact that he doesn't have any more like Traderkins or anything like that is really, really nice. So Doom Knights, let's spark you up and overhead. We're going to need some more units out of reserve because I'm getting capped so hard right now. But sniping his Lord is definitely a start. I don't know if we're going to be able to escape, though. Kairos does have a regrowth. Let's use Oracle of Eternity to get that sweet ward save. You guys hustling over here. Doom Knights up in the sky. I guess we could land there, but not going to be great. So we need to get some infantry moving up on the point. Could get some halberds, but I don't have time for that shit. All right, so on the middle, we're hanging in there. It's not amazing. Side point is being held by a couple loose units, and I think I'm losing this game overall, but that snipe was definitely good. All right, so let's get in on the chicken. Let's get Aecold in there, and he's going to go ahead and use the regrowth on himself if he needs it. Screamers, dive, dive, dive. We need the peels. Aecold is surrounded, and we can get the Doom Knights to come in and bunker bust this position. But yeah, we're probably going to lose this game. I thought the middle was an objective, so I parked my like super good units there. That was a big mistake. All right, so Doom Knights get it. My chicken is still fleeing the scene, and you know, might be able to escape here. That was a good little snipe right there. And on the middle, the Severed Claw is still duking it out, so that's going to give a buff. So he's getting a buff on his army now. Man, okay. So we're learning the hard way what some of these maps do. That's for damn sure. All right, so let's move up. Move up like so. Move up like so. And we managed to chase those guys off. Let's get in here, hunt some of these dudes down, and just keep running. And we have a regrowth. Let's just pop it so we don't worry about like the low health. And is there anything we can call in on this side to help out? We got some Chaos Warrior Halberds. I guess we can start the long war, the long march there. Okay, so the chicken is trying to get away. I'm looking for opportunities. We can do Gaze of Fate on the Minotaurs, and hopefully that will lock them in place long enough for me to squeak away. All right, come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. How are the Doom Knights doing? They're doing pretty great. All right, so I think my chicken is free, and hopefully we'll be able to wrestle something on our home point. We do have the Halberds cruising here. Severed Claw are basically just being wasted in the middle. They could have been fighting on objectives and potentially turning the tide of that fight in the back, but I screwed up pretty hard. I thought that was an objective, man. Thought it was an objective. All right, so how are the Doom Knights doing? Pretty good. And we do have another Tzeentch army ability coming soon. Let's go like route this and get this point back if we can. I love that we just popped his Lord in the face, though. It's such a Tzeentch thing. All right, Halberds and Screamers. Let's move them up. Doom Knights are there. Yeah, no, this is not good. I think we've lost it. I needed to have my Severed Claw fighting on the points. I thought that fighting over the middle wasn't like the main purpose. Because other than that, I mean, we had a decent snipe on the Lord, but yeah, no, now we're just falling behind. What do we got here? We got Aecold still fighting. Severed Claw can head towards his back point here. Got some Screamers heading up and some Halberds. Okay. We have a little bit of time to work with, not too much. Not too much at all. Probably some Horsemen here wouldn't be bad. So these are just Zangors, right? Okay, let's do the recharge. Oracle of Eternity. Get these guys popping in to help with the Minotaurs right here, the Butchers of Kalkengard. You guys move up too. Yeah, Cold and Company not doing bad. We could definitely use a Tzeentch ult right now. That would be the way. But I don't think that's going to happen. So we need to get more of a critical mass here. Yeah, Kairos might have gotten new art. I'm not sure. He might have. Regrowth on himself? Yeah, why not? That seems fine. And a couple warriors make their way in. This is a cool map, though. Interesting having that melee attack buff. So it's infinite range. Wow, that's insane. Okay, so his entire army this whole game has had like +4 melee attack, which is just nuts. That's really, really good. All right, let's do the army ability. That definitely is like going to make me get out-traded pretty substantially. All right, let's move up. Get you guys here. Call in some Furies, I guess, but I don't think I have any. Jeez, I don't think there's any Furies here. We do get a little army ability there, which is kind of cute. Get a couple Zangors. Cruising for a Moosin. The Moose will come. The sad or happy Moose. In this case, probably sad Moose. Oh, look, he brought his Lord back. He brought his Lord back. He's far enough ahead that he probably can at this point. All right, so let's get you guys. Let's battle here and here. Is there any way I could snake his back objective? Maybe we go for something there. We did just cleave this army asunder here, but now we need to move up. All right. The orb, dude. It's a powerful orb. Yeah, I know. It's doing it. All right, halberds, let's go. And horsemen maybe sneak around and get that point. I don't think so, though. Let's attack these Minotaurs with great weapons. See what we can do with it. All right, heading to the back point here. We do have the cap weight on our home point now, so we're going to start flipping that. And on the middle, yeah, we got the Screamers attacking the big boys. These guys can go dive the archers. The halberds just don't have the DACA, the DPS to really get through that, unfortunately. My favorite pick, though, was probably the Doom Knights. They felt very fun. I enjoyed them. Like, that was one unit I was kind of like always like, yeah, they're causing like problems for my opponent here. How are the Screamers doing in the middle? All right, so Eocold has made it to the back with the remnants of the tattered severed claw, the more like the not so severed claw, just the I'm in bad shape claw. And how's Kairos doing? He's hanging in there. He's got regrowth going. Oracle of Eternity. It's weird how when you activate abilities, it cancels spells. I mean, there's some interactions you can have with that, but overall, it doesn't seem super good. All right, so let's pop this. This point looks like it might start to buckle, which is cool. We got Severed Claw and Eocold over here, which is funny. So if the game were closer, that could make a difference. And the value is actually probably pretty even. Maybe, no, not even. He's a little bit ahead, but I've had a lot of healing this game, so. Let's go after the big man, see what we can do. See if we can get some gimmies here in the fourth quarter. Any chance I can get the objectives? No. I mean, this one's going to flip to us in a minute, but it's going to take too long, and Eocold isn't going to be able to solve that. GG, well played. So that map is cool. It has that buff point on the middle. Interesting. So you can, it definitely rewards you for going wide, because if you go skinny, then you don't get that melee attack buff. And he had +4 melee attack to his whole roster, which is nuts. GG. Shit. I'm chatting with him right now. I'm like, did you know about it? You will. I was like, did you know about that giving melee attack? He probably scouted the maps beforehand. Oh my god. The orb is serious, dude. Don't mess with that. I thought the center was an objective. I literally played my whole hand for that. I was like, let's go for the middle, dude. All right, so let's go here. I need to do a little bit of adminning. So you should get a point here. Okay, who else needs a point? Who else got a buy round here? Sleepy Lion looks like he got a buy round. We got a couple weird buy rounds here. Kane, let me see if he got one. So Kane score. Kane got. How did Kane get 2 buy rounds? Did your opponent drop Kane after your game? It looks like that was probably the case. So Kane should have, our first opponent of tonight should have 2 points. So let me look at that. Kane has 1 point, so I need to fix that. All right, let me fix this. Dude, Mama Stank's orb just got us, dude. Yeah. I got wrecked by it. Okay, so there's that. And then you should have 2 points, Kane. And then what else do we want to do here? Okay. So setting up all the tiebreaker action. Let's see. How far are we long? We're on round 4. I won 1, lost 2, but we're experimenting tonight. I don't really know how to play Tzeentch. We also use the Changeling. We're taking our changeling beatings. And then Sleepy Lion, let's see how many points they should have. So they won 1, they lost 1, and then they should have 2 points. So Sleepy Lion should have 2, which is perfect. All right, so we're all set there. The round should be finishing soon. Yeah, the SFTs are definitely the best, my favorite format. Yeah, I felt like Kairos wasn't that good. My first build was probably better. It was like super wide. A Mutalith Beast would have been okay, but he also had a ton of Ungor Raiders, so that could have gone down. But, you know, if it was even a closer game, us sniping his Lord like that would be a huge turning of the tide, but him getting that huge melee, +4 melee attack on every single unit on his like 20 units on the table is brutal. I couldn't fight back against that. I was just getting out-traded everywhere. I didn't watch UFC tonight. I'll probably watch highlights later tonight. I like that map. I think it's cool, but now that I have the knowledge of that buff, I would build way differently. You gotta fight over the middle too. Gotta go wide. Gotta go wide. Yeah, tournament's not lasting 5 hours is great. We've been live for an hour and a half, and we're getting some good reps in there. All right, let me see if there's any admin stuff that needs to be done. Doesn't look like it. All right, our game was pretty quick. It was definitely quick. Kane, did your opponent drop, or did you get just a couple buy rounds there? What do the Shrieking Skyrays do? They have like an explosion. It's, in my opinion, it's not very good. Yeah, it doesn't do too much. Mama Stank is really good. Kislev is honestly so strong. I would definitely pick Kislev if I was trying to win a single faction tournament, just all day. They're really, really good. Okay. All right, let's check it. We got 2 people finishing. Pone, are we going to meet in the pits of hell and just have the duel for the pit lord spot? Is that what's going to happen here? Or did you win? Okay, he lost. So now Pone and I are both, I think, 1 and 2. So the odds of us facing each other are pretty damn high right now, actually. I mean, there's a couple other people with similar records, but it definitely could happen. And then we'll be casting the semis and the grand finals tonight. Yeah, 4 melee attack is brutal. It's a stronger than Wurzag spell buff throughout the game. Yeah, I had basically no chance. Once I realized it and he was just sitting on it, I was like, oh, that's GG. Yeah, I was like, my build was too small, too elite to hold on to multiple points while also holding that. And Platty's extremely good too, so you can't afford to give him any advantage like that. Extremely good. All right. That's weird. Okay. That's strange. We'll look into it. So you got your 2 points. Hopefully you'll get a game now. So who's undefeated so far tonight? Let's take a look. Going to news. Tim is undefeated. Sleepy Lion, I believe, should have 3 points as well. Let's go. Sleepy Lion lost the game here. So why does Sleepy have 3 points? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. So Sleepy lost to Tim and then won 2 games. Okay, so Sleepy, because his opponent dropped. There's like a weird bug with that. Okay. All right, let me fix that score real quick. Fixing that. And we'll be going to the next round. Hey, Rich, thank you for becoming a channel member. Hope you're doing well. Yes. How are the shotgun Streltsy RWAR? Not that good. Like, the ambushers are just so much better, dude. Rich, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for becoming a member. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's flip it here. Go over to the other side. And give it to me, precious. All right, so that should be 2 points for you. And then I think Hadri's is still playing, or did he finish his round? Not sure. It might just be Tim who's undefeated. Yeah, we've had some people dropping here and there and whatnot. Rich, thank you, man. One last time. Really appreciate that. Okay, refresh. Yeah, man, it's Total War, man. It's a great game. I love it. I have so much fun with this game. But this whole saga with this DLC and the just stupid pricing is just like, this game is like always like, I feel like if it had a good like if the executives and I don't know, whoever's in charge of development decisions like had just a little bit more going, like, man, we could just have one of the greatest like, I mean, it's a great game obviously, right? But if we were just so close to greatness with this game, man. No, the map wasn't bugged, no. Yeah, the Mutalith Beast would have been an okay pick there with Kairos just getting regrowth on it and like terror routing, but Honestly, I needed mobility to contest that. His build was super wide, and I needed to be able to keep up with his pacing. That was hard, too. The objectives were really far apart on the other side. For Beastmen, he could hold that pretty easily, whereas I had trouble reinforcing it. Burning Chariots are just kind of a janky unit, to be honest. Yeah, they're a little bit jank. They like have those just weird animations. All right, let's see here. All right, got you covered. Yeah, overwhelming negative, because I know, it's kind of sad that the entire game. I mean, it's deserved though, man. You got to talk with your wallets, man. There's probably only two things CA cares about: is the public perception of the game, which would then lead to more sales, and the actual sales, right? It's just, man, I don't know. You see these game companies, and they just make these horrific decisions. It just makes you wonder if like the decision makers are that out of touch, or if it's just like, I don't know. Like, even when you see like units being designed, it's like, did these people play with these? Like, I think it's just people who didn't work on the previous titles. So sometimes you'll see like power creeping. But I mean, some of the best factions in the game are Game 1 factions, right? So yeah, I think Tim is the only one who's undefeated. Hey, Dries, did you lose a game? Or is he still playing? Yeah, okay. Had one with Tim there. The MP potential is insane in this game. I know. It really, really is. James Workshop should use it for the PvP hype. Yeah, I know. I would straight up, dude, offer my services as a consultant for free to get this game better. Just like if I could have any say in some of the decision making, but it's I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. They're out of touch. I'm out of time. Oh, dude, I love Hall & Oates. That song is so great. That song was like a year of my life. I remember just listening to that almost every day. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, maybe. Do you guys think the gaming industry will get better in the next 20 years as like, some of the generations who are more in touch with like, with the culture, like start to take over those higher level positions? Because I feel like that could be something. So here's the thing, Shred. You do not need this DLC for Kislev to be competitive. You do not. Kislev, at the end of last season, had a 55% win rate and was considered pretty competitive, even with their limited roster. So that's definitely not true. But your point can hearken to the fact that they are stronger with it. You would be correct if you said that. But yeah, like obviously you are going to be not quite as strong if you don't have it. Oh God! And did you guys see that? What's that game? Hyenas. Holy shit! I went and watched some of that. It looks so haggard. Oh God. All right, looks like we're advancing to the next round. Let's get it. And do the scores look good? Yep, looks like it. We have 2 undefeated players so far. So let's advance the Swiss. Let's try and end on a W here. I'll play what I think is going to be a bit stronger. All right. Oh, it's myself versus Pone, the prophesized duel of fates. This is it. This is the battle for the Lord of the Pits, dude. Hell yeah. And he's playing his Chorfs too, which is always fun. Like, have fun. All right. Let's get it. It is time. Let us do battle. Okay, so everybody's got their games. Cool. I actually have a pretty strong tiebreaker. If only we had won that second match, we might have had a good chance here. All right, Pone. All your smack talk. This is the time to back it up. As was foretold, the forbidden arts. All right. So we're going to go more meta here. We've memed around a bit tonight and we've suffered for it. So I think it's time to try and do a little bit of good stuff. Okay. Where is he? The Dark Lord arrives. The Arwar Mutalith Beast is an awful choice against Pone because he's Chaos Dwarf, so he's going to have like the double Death Shrieks. That's his signature play. So I wager we would suffer pretty hard if we did that. Yes. Summon the Chaos Dwarves. Summon them, my lord. Okay, that's good. All right. I like the build so far. It feels resilient. It feels pretty stalwart. Finally able to catch one of the streams. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Chaos Knights here, probably bad. We'll Centaur Renders, we'll tear them up, so we don't want any piece of that. Probably can cut that to get one of you. Okay. Pwn wouldn't stream snipe me, but I'll put it up just to surprise you guys. Yeah. It's fine. Pwn would never stream snipe me, dude. Never. That would be pure villainy. That would be some forbidden shit right there. All right, so let's get a couple of you. Is there anything else you want to bring? Pretty much bringing anything big. You're gonna pay the troll toll a little bit, right? It's not gonna be good for you. So Chorfs don't really have too much flying. He might have like shotguns and things like that. That's certainly something we would potentially worry about. This guy I think is ready to party. Elite units are a little bit precarious here for sure. You have to watch out. Spawn could be fun. Spawn of Tzeentch were once upon a time like very meta. They had their time in the sun for sure. They did. Pwn is super honorable, dude. He is a very honorable opponent. He would never do anything like that. All right. Okay, let's slap you in there. We got 450 to work with. Let's slap you in. Call it a day. All right, I'm ready. Good luck, have fun to the Pwn dog. A 10 stack of blunderbusses? Oh yeah, that would be wild, dude. That would be absolutely wild. So I think this build's good against Chorfs. I don't really know. It looks like it, you know? We got some disruption tools and some fun things. 10 shotguns would probably not be very good against my build, I don't think. I think I would be able to handle that. I have a lot of shields. You know? We got all the big schemes. Okay, Arcane Conduit is on my character, so I didn't forget that. Not going to be a potato today. Thank you guys for joining tonight. It's been a real fun stream so far. Some good games, some hard L's, but hey, we got to win with the Changeling, so I'd call it a success. Be'lakor Changeling was fun. I wonder where Tzeentch will land this season in the meta. I haven't been seeing too many people play them, despite some of the new toys they got. I guess Beastmen are probably stronger than Tzeentch, because you have like Razors, Minotaurs, and like pretty good Lord options, you know? And you have the Elemental Incarnate. So yeah, Beastmen are probably honestly stronger than Tzeentch this season, I would say. Tzeentch is still probably solid though, like for people who practice him. Yeah, the problem with the 10 shotguns is it'd be hard to hold it down on the objectives, right? Might have a little bit of an issue with that. Hold up, I just noticed a weakness in my build. I'm like, wait a second here. Wait a second. Nah, we're fine. Let's not overthink it. Zangors are good, but Marauders are good here. Like, Chorfs have always struggled with weight on objectives, right? So if you could just swarm the points with like width, they tend to struggle a little bit. So it is time. The duel of fates is upon us. Let's see what Pwn said in chat. Did he say anything? Oh, he didn't even respond to my message in Discord. He's super serious right now. So this is Chateau de Roquefort. This is a great map, one of our new ones. I think I think the orb map I probably wouldn't put in competitive because the buff is really oppressive. Yeah, I don't know. The maps that have like, they're fun, but the ones that have buffs are just turn matchups really one-sided. The other ones tonight though, so far, I'm pretty happy with. I think they would all be good for tournament play. The Shambling one is an interesting one. I'll have to see how that works out. But I love that there's like a map where aquatics can be, you know, pertinent. That's very fun stuff, right? Very fun stuff. Okay. And let's get you guys over here. Marauders and little popcorn bandits. Now the main battle line of Zangors can line up here. So we're just doing like a Tzeentchian swarm. Don't worry, I see the screen blocker of doom. Yeah, I'll take care of it, Hadries, after. You saying your round 4 opponent has to drop, but the site won't let him? Okay. I got you, Hadries. Let me refresh. I'll just deal with this before we start the game. You guys want the screen blocker. You know you want it. Where are we at? Trying to reload the website. Is it not wanting to reload? Okay, there we go. All right, who was Hadri's opponent in the 4th round? It was Kane. Okay. Just drop him there. And, all right, Hadri's, I got you all taken care of. Okay, so that looks good. I don't know. I wonder if Aecold is as much of an auto take as I think. I sometimes feel like that maybe isn't the case. So I'm just trying to hope that the Chorfs can't like deal with the width. you know. And we have just a cheap Discmaster Lord who's going to be dropping Chaos Spawn summons. I love this map. This map is awesome, dude. Absolutely awesome. Hone's got a big army, though, for Chaos Dwarfs, so he probably is actually doing something different than meta. Okay, let's go move up. We got Screamers in reserve, Horsemen, Zangors, all the good stuff. Okay. Where are we going here? We even brought a Chariot in reserve. I think that's pretty fun. I wonder if Hone's going to go wide with, like, Hobo Goblins. Hobo Goblins suck pretty bad, though. Okay, Astrogoth, I respect that. He's got the Hellhammer, a couple other cool abilities. Let's go see what else he's got on the other side. Oh, you know, oh, he's going, he went with a train build, my worst nightmare. Good thing I have Screamers. And double Infernal Castellan. All right, so we better start getting some Screamers out stat, because they're my only answer against this. I can Blue Fire spam as well. So we're going to start working down the ROR. What does overcasting this do? Is it increase armor piercing damage? Okay. Great. So we need to get Screamers out. That's basically like all we need on the field is just mass Screamers, right? So let's go after the ROR, the Demon Stung here. Let's do that. And we run away. Cool. So that did some respectable damage. If we could just like do that over the course of the whole game, then that's good. Let's get some more Screamers flying this way. We just need to have them waiting at every position, right? We have the dreaded Screamers waiting for him. Okay, let's go here. We'll have another Blue Fire in a second, and the far side objective is going to be owned by us. So we can send some of these Marauders around to do their thing. Foghorn Leghorn looks like he wants to move in and cause some havoc. He might be able to, we'll see. And let's go ahead and start shooting at the trains here. All right, Aecold's in company. Let's get Aecold hunting these guys down, and you. Screamers come across and go hunt over here. The Chorf trains are pretty menacing. They're very menacing. They cause a lot of havoc. All right, Screamers. All right, let's go hunting. All right, so those Screamers are hunting these bad boys. One of them has been forced back. We need to get on the objectives now, though, to make sure we get that. We do have the Spawn Summon as well. Castellans should get hunted down pretty easily here, I think. And we have a lot of Zangors here, so let's move this way, and make sure to capture that middle objective in the process here. All right. So obviously the trains are causing a ton of damage on my cheap infantry, but thankfully, you know, they're cheap, crappy infantry, so that's okay. We got another Blue Fire. Let's look for the ROR, wherever the hell that thing went. Did he unsummon it or hide it in the trees or something? I have no idea. All right, so we're trying to scream him down. Let's move some spears up. Just get the goodies. We got the 2 side objectives, which is great. And yeah, Aecold should be able to smash these guys in combat. All right, let's go after these. We got the big man in the sky. I don't know where his other train is. The Screamers with their anti-large. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of them. I mean, come on, it should be doing good. I noticed they're not taking as much damage as I would like. He's pretty high up in value, which is definitely making me nervous right now. So we do pop 1 train, and let's use the Tzeentch Army ability on it again. So we're going to do that, and we could do a Spawn Summon here. That might not be a bad idea. Aecold needs to keep beating this guy down. Let's get you guys over here. Shield on the objective, and we can do a Spawn Summon like right on top of those guys. It might be good. Give me some mass. Okay, so we got that. It seems like the Screamers are getting wrecked by the trains still, which is pretty wild. Let's get some Horsemen. Nope, they came out at the wrong point. It's fine. It's a Vanguard and move up and move up. And Aecold needs to win against that Infernal Castellan. That's for damn sure. All right, so you shoot into the Hobo Goblins here. And the Chaos Spawn Summon, not sure what kind of damage it's doing, but we do almost have one of them down. So let's pop that. It wasn't an overcast, so it's not going to be pretty, but it is what it is. You guys blast, you guys press, and yeah, let's just get Horsemen in there. Because if we could start poking these trains down, I'll be feeling a lot better. Okay, Chaos Spawn, you get in there. Looks like the Screamers just straight up died. Wow, holy shit, I did not expect that. All right, so let's get another Horseman. I think that's honestly better than trying to use Screamers. Okay, so 5. And let's go after this. And the Sorcerer Lord needs to basically just follow this thing around and hopefully keep putting in some work on it. Infantry pull back to the middle. And Aecold Hellbrass is taking down that Infernal Castellan. He's taking his sweet time, though, that's for damn sure. And it looks like we do have a Death Freak out now, so yeah, we need to go try and shut that down if we can. All right, Horsemen, you guys circle away. Whoa, 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 whoa! I landed my Lord. Oh, God. Oh, God, that could have been GG if Pone was paying attention. He could have turned around and given that thing the absolute dirtiness. Okay, so Screamers are back. We can move up onto the point and probably reclaim that. We do have a lot of cap weight here, so I'm hoping that will be a variable. Okay, let's do this. We need to kill that like big fancy train. That's the one that needs to go. All right, so let's javelin this bad boy down. It's looking pretty beat up, and we do have the cap weight advantage here. That's where Chaos Dwarfs really suck, is the cap weight game. So, yeah, but you can see they're pretty good at just running these shits over. Oh my god, kill the Iron Demon. Kill it. Kill it. Kill the Iron Beast. Slay it. Slay the mortals. Okay, Infernal Castellan's going down. Finally, and we almost got one of the Dread Trains down. We need to get back on that objective if we can with whatever units we have. Let's unsummon the Zangors, get them back in the pool fresh. And Horsemen keep running. We almost got one down. Let's come back here, do a little blue fire action. Oh, he might be sniping my lord with his Deathstreaker. Yeah, he is. No, he's not. He's going after infantry. All right, so let's put a little DAC into this bad boy, finish off this train. And we still have the cap weight on the middle, but for how long is the question? Now, let's get more Zangors moving. Okay, and the Screamers really lost us that first fight. Holy shit, I thought they would get it, but we had to use Horsemen to finish the job. All right, let's go here. Probably snipe the other one, because we should be able to just finish that one off there. Let's pull you back this way, and how are we looking on the point? Looks like we do have the cap weight. It's just the, chaff units, basically. Aecold needs to come back to the middle. He gets a little bloodthirsty sometimes. Okay, finally we did take down a couple trains. So now we just need to get our good quality infantry up on the points, and hopefully he'll suffer. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. Screamers maybe will get the job done. And this point looks good for us. It's going to flip. Obviously, we have the better cap weight. Outstanding. Do we have anything in the back we can call in? Yeah, some Marauders. Let's get the Marauders up to the point. All right, cool. So that is another one biting the dust. And now we can start working on this last one here and see what we can do. It looks like we did maintain the cap on this this point. Let's go after that Deathstreaker. And come on. Finish the trains. I think the trains are like what keeps the Chaos Dwarfs like competitive, honestly. I feel like without them, they're just so haggard. All right, so you guys move up. I think we got this game in the bag now, because Chaos Dwarfs are just so awful at playing the objectives, right? They're just so haggard at it. So let's get some Zangors, run them up. Just run away with you. Screamers need to keep going after this beast. The trains, yeah, they seem to still perform super good. All right, you guys do this. Blue fire spam. Keep wearing that bad boy down. Middle objective's looking good for us. Aecold might even beat Foghorn Leghorn too, so that's a pretty big one. Do we have anything to unsummon here? We do. A little bit of housekeeping. And go, my minions, go. Okay, he got a nice charge against us. Not much we can do about that. Pull those horsemen back. And looks like it's going to be some Bull Centaur Renders now. All right. It's getting a little dicey here. Bull Centaur Renders don't like Screamers, though, that's for sure. And let's unsummon you, get you in the pool. You guys on the point, chilling out. Aecold should be able to take down that Infernal Castle in there. Do we have any more blue fires left? We do. All right. So we've been slowly wearing down those old trains. Let's retreat you. Keep these Screamers to defend them, and we call the Screamers into the center. I mean, they still probably do okay if they can isolate a train. But yeah, we need to get you guys doing this, and good. The Death Shriek's under pressure. What do we got here? Some sneaky gets. All right, they're going to lose to my guys. That's solid. That is solid. All right, so you do you. You guys do your thing. Do we have enough for more blue fire? Not quite. We're a little bit light on it. All right, so Zangors with a nice charge. Let's rear charge with the Screamers. And can we call in... I could call in Furies. That wouldn't be terrible, but I think another Screamer unit here to help out would be the way. All right, so the middle's on lock. We're still pressing the backfield. Sneaky gets here, going to be not so sneaky and probably get wrecked. And yeah, Aecold, he does regen. Yeah, he does. He has passive regeneration. He just beat the brakes off those Castellans, though. Jesus. All right, let's maneuver you guys over. I think we need them here. Zangor's doing awesome, but we need some support for them. They're not going to have a good time. And the last of the Skullcrackers, those things are still a menace. CA probably just like didn't fix the bug completely. Classic stuff. Aecold just going to chill in the middle. He does not have a lot of time left. That's going to be the big problem for him, is going to be playing the points. And we did eventually wear down all the trains, and we've taken the value lead too, which is pretty massive. And now we just spam infantry up to this point, and I think we get it. 1 and 2. Did we get 2 there? I guess I only had enough for 1 or something? Huh. Yeah, okay. Screamers, take down these Bull Centaurs. And the Discmaster, he could be unsummoned now, but he's still maybe useful for niche fringe situations. How are we looking on the side? Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, you move up here. Let's get the Horsemen in, just like diving. I think we could probably swarm those Bull Centaurs and break their leadership. Oh man, Death Reeks are so nasty though. Those things do not take prisoners. All right, 200 left. Let's move you up. Chorfs are definitely running out of steam, although he's sending another Skullcracker to the other side. And those Bull Centaurs are wavering. The anti-large attack's starting to add up. Nice Hellhammer. Aecold, though, should be able to take down Foghorn Leghorn. And yeah, now we just need to like hide our infantry on different parts of the point so the train can't blob us up and kill us. Bull Centaur is taken out on the far side, so we got that point. Out of magic though. We're out of magic here. I don't know why the shield drops when they get spawned, but it seems to just come right back, so it's a weird one. All right, moving you guys over. We got the spears at the ready. Aecold versus Foghorn, the duel of fates. And a couple Bull Centaurs are shattered and broken there. So we just get this point. Hustle you to the middle. Oh, he's trying to snipe my lord. Okay, let's just run it to the back. Spears will unfortunately get annihilated. The Skullcrackers are still just nasty. I mean, only 1,000 value, but it has earned a couple Chevys. All right, Aecold, let's do it. Move you guys up here, up here. We could unsummon you. Keep you in the old pool. Horseman, we can just go dive as artillery, actually. Like, force him to deal with that. Can't dodge that in time, probably. Oh, partial dodge. It could have been a KO, but we did get away from it to an extent. So Aecold, let's get you on the point. Let's have you guys grind in here, and we need more Zangors out of the vanguard here. All right, up and up. Horseman going to dive that. Hopefully we can poke it and prevent it from getting unsummoned here. Oh, get it. Oh, did we stop it? We did. We stopped the unsummon. Nice. And yeah, this guy's just going to lurk in the shadows here. Yeah, the trains don't seem to die to my screamers. That's something we've learned here today. So now I think we just reinforce points and make it so there's just too much cap weight for him to really do anything against, which hopefully will work out. Because he has a decent chance of flipping this point with that train, although the screamers are doing work. Aecold can keep working on Foghorn, and our caster just cackling in the trees. Very Zinchian indeed. All right. Let's do that. And we got a couple screamers idle here. Is there anyone I'm forgetting? Not really. The Deathstreaker is cruising for a bruising, but he had a fair amount of sneaky gets here, so he's able to wrestle that point, but it's fine. We just Helm's Deep on the other ones and win. There won't be a whole lot he's going to be able to do about that. Let's send one screamer to go take down that Shriek. Not that the game's going to go long enough for that to really be probably a huge deal. Are we in any danger here? Let me see. So you guys move up, battle these Hobo Goblins. We can call some Zangors out of the trees. So as soon as he leaves this point with his train, we should be able to just take it again. Maybe the Screamers can force him to summon something to fight them with, and we can pull these guys back here too. I guess the middle is not the best, but Aecold's going to be able to clear off these Hobo Goblins. And let's get you guys up on the point. Get these Zangors over on the side as well. Sneaky Gets are not the tankiest of folk, and I'm more than happy to take this fight. Yeah, another Skullcracker coming out. Oh my god, the Dwarf trains are so cheesy. Thankfully, we killed the big expensive one. That thing was a nightmare. Alright, so this objective is going to flip back to us probably. We can take our Sorcerer Lord and do some rear charging. We do have the cap weight here, and the Screamers are causing good interruption. Let's just go charge with these and try and keep these guys from getting a little bit too crunk. Another Zangor on that side. I think we have enough to get this point back. We do have our Chaos Sorcerer Lord there being a Chad, and another Zangor is going to easily break these Hobo Goblins' leadership, because they don't have any Chorfs with them, right? So, yeah. Dude, look at the mass of that train. It's just pushing through those guys. Yeah, Screamers are very good. They're a super solid unit. I mean, they're the backbone of Tzeentch's roster in many ways. But we definitely just grab that point and then flip this one again. This is where Chorfs really suffer, is like this kind of objective play. If in a land battle situation, they could cheese you with blobs of SEs and artillery, but here it's a little bit harder. All right, what do we want to call in? Yeah, let's just get some Popcorn Bandits coming up. It's a good thing we were able to kill the trains the first time over. GG, well played. We got it, baby. We got it. I wonder what the value was, though, on these. 1,400, so it paid for itself, although it was its second life. Hey, it's going good. We ended the tournament 2-2. You know, I'm learning Tzeentch. I don't really play them much, but it was fun. It was fun. I'll probably go back to Empire or Kislev for the next one. Those are kind of the factions I'm trying to main this patch, but yeah, this guy did work. Aecold with 2,400 value, too, because he killed the 2 Infernal Castellans, which was big. Those guys are really strong Castellans, but Aecold gives them the dirty. Screamers did okay. I was really shocked at how his trains massacred my Screamers in that fight. His Iron Demon managed to only get 900 value, so we did hold those guys down. GG. It was I thought I was going to lose for a bit. That was a good game. Let's see what Pwn Dog says. Fear those trains, dude. Damn. Dude, the trains are stressful as hell, man. They're real stressful. I don't know what Tzeentch could... I mean, I guess you could bring a Mutilith, but like a Death Freak is such a hard counter against that. Yeah, we'll go back to our Empire. Empire's my favorite to play with Kislev right now. I'm enjoying regular Dwarves as well. Astrogoth was a cool pick. I think Astrogoth's underrated. I think he's nice. Yeah, Aecold carried a lot of that. I mean, killing those Castellans was huge. Those guys would have been really sustained damage if they were allowed to live. Aaron! Derailed, nice. I was, dude. Pone messaged me, he's like, all aboard the pain train. I'm like, bro, I am on the pain train. We're on it. We are on the pain train. All right. I got you. All right, so let's report that. Let's refresh it first and see how we're looking. So we're not going to make top 4, but even still, it was a good run tonight. It was fun. We played really good players and had some fun matches. Some more one-sided than others with our changeling shenanigans, but it was fun. Zinch. Where's Zinch? So we didn't tank Zinch's win rate. We kept it as is, as all things should be. Chaos Dwarfs going down into the pits a little bit. It happens. Yeah, I don't think the trains need to be like banned or anything. They don't do as much damage as they did before. They're still just very hard to stop though. Very, very hard to stop. So it looks like our top 4 is developing. It might already be there, although I think a couple games are still being played. Ironically, we still almost made top 4, even with 2 wins, because our tiebreakers were so good. We got Platy and Tim in there. And Kane also had some 2 wins also, so it's not bad at all. All right, bracket. Hadries, let's see how you're looking. It didn't give you the win for the round, or did it, Hadries? Oh, yeah, you're qualified, Hadries. Easy. You're looking good, brother. You better bring one home for the old peeps here. Is the new DLC worth it? I don't think it is. But it's like if you're a dedicated multiplayer guy like me, like see my lens, I don't care about campaign or any of that stuff. So I know a lot of the complaints have been that the campaign is underwhelming, and it certainly looks like it. But for me, I only care about new units and multiplayer. So, to each their own, right? If you're a Kislev main in multiplayer and like you play hours and hours a week of tournaments and multiplayer matches, then yeah, like why not? But it depends. Evaluate your own financial situation and make that determination. But if you're from the campaign perspective, I can easily say I don't think so. But honestly, I've been really enjoying Mother Stank in multiplayer. She's really fun. Yeah. So that's just my little rant about it. Not too much of a rant. Pretty tame, I would say. Oh, we got Bob That Builder and Sleepy Lion playing, so. For multiplayer, it's fun. Absolutely. I mean, I've been enjoying the new units in multiplayer, but $25 is absolute BS. It's so much. Dude, don't scare me like that. Pone's like, I should have gone with the double dread quake mortars. I'm like, oh, don't put that fear in me, dude. Steam power. Dude, I thought I was... So here's the thing, Pone. I thought I was going to lose that game. As soon as you, killed my Screamer blob with your train blob, I was like, oh, shit. My strategy to kill them didn't work, but the horsemen were good. They were, nice incremental damage with the blue fire spam. That's how we got it. That's how you got it. I have no idea what this orb meme is. I have no idea. I'll buy CA and fix everything, just give you a small loan of $1 million. Oh, God. I can imagine something like Hyenas was costing that much. Have you seen the leak with Dogs of War entries being added? That's awesome if it's true. That's hype, dude. Yeah, the multiplayer in this game is so good. I always advocate for it. It has a lot of problems and issues, but the community has made the multiplayer what it is, right? Like these big tournaments, like in Warhammer 2, we had... we worked with Dogbert to create the Everchosens, and then that really started getting multiplayer going because there was a big CA event behind it with a nice prize pool in production. Then we got the ECLs, and Herbert Walker ran really good leagues in Warhammer 2, my son Herbert Walker. And Warhammer 3 was rough in the beginning, but we have a really awesome community of hosts. We have a lot of people who host on Total Tavern who are just aces. They put their time and effort in to host these events and admin, and it's made it... Honestly, I think the Warhammer community right now is really cool in multiplayer. It's tons of active tournaments. It used to be that there would be one a week, maybe 2 if you're lucky. But now we get 5 or 6 a week and have really active discussions in Discord. There's a lot of things to be positive about in terms of multiplayer. Yeah. And I haven't had to officiate on a rule break in ages, which I gotta say is pretty awesome, dude. It's pretty awesome. Starting talking about multiplayer it's, yeah, we can fix him. I know. It's totally that kind of a relationship. Yeah, Human Boy puts on great events. He's doing land battle stuff as well. Turin's son was a great attorney host. Yeah, my son he was awesome. He was really consistent. I don't really know what the land battle scene looks like too much anymore. I'm kind of out of the loop here. Dude, CA is hyenaing all over our faces, dude. It's just the worst. Have you guys seen that? Oh my god, I went and watched it on Twitch. It was just awful. I was like, God. It's just like everything's like shiny and colorful, probably with the allure of trying to like lure in young people to just buy like skins and just bullshit like that. I'm like, God, dude. This is so bad. We got hyenaed super hard, dude. I don't know how I feel about Pharaoh either. I don't think it's gonna have good multiplayer, but you know, if you're looking for like something about Pharaoh doesn't feel like it's gonna be like a major CA title, like, you know? Like it's gonna be more of like a side thing, like a saga, but not being called a saga. That's fun, Tim. I'm glad to hear it, man. Yeah, we're gonna have some faction war soon too. I want to do a domination faction war. It's hard to organize, but we have the season finals for Total Tavern coming up soon. Let's see how this season's looking so far. All right, look at all the tournaments we have. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Catholic Alcoholic coming out strong, claiming the early #1 spot. And we got Reginald Puggington. Houseplant went undefeated and won the other night. Berserk, of course, won. A lot of familiar faces playing here, which is super, super cool to see. So shout out to these guys, man. Good times indeed. Good times indeed. All right. Let's see. Looking here. Come on. Finish it so we can go to the top 4. The time is now. The time is now. All right. So looks like everybody's done. For the signups, we have Tim the Wilder, Hadries, Platypus, and E-Tanker. Sleepy Lion just barely missing it due to the tiebreakers. I actually was right behind that. It's funny. Total Tavern, yeah, so it's my website. I made it with my web developer, Paul. He's awesome. And yeah, dude, of course it's free. I'm not going to charge people money to play in tournaments. No, yeah, just get in there, dude. Get in there. All right, so we're going to advance to the top 4. Let's do it. See how this duel goes. And, all right. Hyenas is a money laundering scam. You never know, dude. It could be. Could be. All right. So the Duel of Fates is upon us. Looks like we have a rematch with Hadries and Platy. And then we have Tim the Wilder and E-Tanker. So taking a look at the brackets for today's top 4 in our SFT tournament, we have Hadries and Platypus and E-Tanker and Tim the Wilder. And that's going to be the Duel of Fates, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I will cast... So we have Kislev versus Beastman, and E-Tanker is playing what? I know he's an Empire guy, but I think he's Forsaken Sigmar like myself tonight. So what's it going to be? Let's see what he's playing. We'll put it to a poll. So you guys grab your opponents, and let's get these games going. So what is E-Tank? Is it E-Banker or E-Tanker? He's playing Lizardman? Wow. Holy shit. Okay, so it's a Lizardman mirror match between Tim. So we'll skip that. And we will watch Hadries and Platy play. All right. Lobby code, please. All right. Great. Let's get it. Let's get it. So we're going to find this one. The Changer didn't quite get there tonight, but hey, it was good matches all around. And, yep, they'll get it going. So we're going to tag those folks in Discord. Time for Suffering. Hadries versus at Platy, and Tim Wilder versus E-Tank. All right, so let's find the lobby if we can. Don't know what Platy's lobby is called. It's probably Tasty Cheese, I would imagine. So we'll join that one. Dude, we do not want to... No, these are all best of 1. This tournament's designed to be fast, you know? So that's the plan. But we get to see Kislev versus Beastman, which is a really fun matchup. It's like high octane, fast paced, fast reinforcements. Like everything is just super intense in this one. So it's a good time. Let the Nurglings feast. The Nurglings are going to feast here, dude. You just wait. So for Kislev, you use Grandma. Grandma is the business in this matchup. Mother Stank, dude, just on her sled rolling around, healing and just nuking shit. She can get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 value if you don't contain her. So And beastmen are too primitive to use any sort of cannons, so chariots do well. Granted, minotaurs and razor gores can kill Mama Stank if she gets caught like amongst them. So yeah, we'll see. Brett, why would you want to see a vampire count mirror, dude? That's so miserable. We haven't had vampire counts being played too much this season. We haven't. But yeah, so let me show you. Somebody in chat was asking about the website and how to use it and everything. Pretty straightforward. When you get on it, you on the top, there's going to be something right here where you can log in using your Discord account, and that's basically it. And then when you join a tournament, like for example, if I go to the Sunday Noob tournament, I have all the admin controls, but you would just have sign up for the tournament here. You just do that, and then within 1 hour of the tournament starting, you can see the start time here. You need to make sure to check in also. There's going to be a button here that says check in for the tournament, so you have to do both. And then from there, you'll get your opponent in your brackets. You'll see their name in Discord because it pulls from Discord to do the naming stuff. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's very straightforward. The Vortex Beast is really good in a couple matchups. I wouldn't say I had any matchups tonight in which it was good. Vortex Beast sucks against High Elves. It is probably terrible against Lizardmen also. It's not going to be good against Beastmen because of the Ungor Raiders. And then also in my last match against Pwn, Deathshrieks kill it. But like matchups that are more melee focused, like let's say Khorne, Nurgle, it's really, really good. Any of the more, Norska, it's probably okay. Passable, I would say, if you bring Kairos to heal it. Like you just don't want to bring it you want to bring it against Unga Bunga factions, like caveman factions, right? Yeah. Hyenaing all over our faces. That's what happened, dude. It's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. That's definitely a case of like someone chasing a trend, But my conspiracy theory about hyenas is it's like gonna try and appeal to maybe like it seems like it could be one of those games that they could just Steam load with or like just load with microtransactions and stuff, and then try and make it popular in like China or something. There's games out in that part of the world that are super popular that Western audiences typically will hate. Right? It's the culture of like microtransactions in gaming is very different over there from what I have a couple of friends from that part of the world, and they've told me as much. So yeah, I mean, that could be CA's plan with it. I don't really know. I'm just tinfoil hat conspiracy theories right now. Beastmen versus Kislev. So that was a super fun matchup. I think it's pretty even too. I think both factions have great tools against one another. Hadri's, of course, going to be pretty practiced with Kislev. He beat Platypus earlier in the stream with Kislev, so he definitely has the tools. But Platy is also a very good, smart, adaptable player who is going to be able to figure out what went wrong earlier and make corrections in the build. So that will be the case. Don't give CA ideas about paid end. Yeah, you got to pay 25 cents to end your turn, dude. Oh my god. That's so haggard. Is Empire a good faction to start learning? Empire definitely can win games. They're solid, but they're not an easy one to learn right out of the gates. Empire is a pretty hard to play faction, but man, oh man, are they rewarding when you do win games. Because you really feel like you earned it. All right, guys, it's time. It is Hadri's versus Platypus. Hadri's with Mother Stank and the Healing Blob, which is really good. You just get those guys. I think you maybe only need one Patriarch, but two can get the job done also. I'm looking at the build here. Whoa, it's a Cygor pick! Maybe Platy heard me saying he would never bring a Cygor, but holy shit, he brought a Cygor against Hadri's. All right, wow, okay. So we have a Cygor, which in theory should be good against boxed armored infantry. Got a couple Minotaurs with dual weapons, Zangors into the sunset, a Traderkin caster. No, it's going to be a Pendulum caster with Melkoth. Pendulum's very good against Kislev infantry and Ungor chaff units. Okay, so looking to drop some bows with the old Cygor. Oh man, this is exciting. Some forbidden RTK tech. The season finals for this last season are coming up in a couple weeks. I'm going to be starting to send out invites tomorrow to the top 16 players from last season. So I would imagine that the folks in the RTK clan are training pretty feverishly for that, or at least will be soon. And for Hadri's, it's very straightforward. It's just mass armored Kossars with great weapons included to counter Zangors. Mother Stank is super good. Enfeebling Foe and Goulash as well. It's a bit of a blunder to not bring the Bear Launcher, in my opinion. The Bear Launcher does a shit ton of damage if you can nail things. It's awkward, but it can do some work. We're not playing all new maps tonight. We're going to some of the old school maps here for the grand finals. And it's going to be double Patriarch on foot. Interesting. So Hadri's using the foot Patriarchs with the healing items as well, I think. So healing item, and then the other one has the healing item too. Yeah, okay. So that'll definitely make those Kossars a little bit harder to take down. Little Grom could be welcome here, but Little Grom, of course, might have some issues line of sighting the Cygor. Boulders landing, and the first one does take down a couple of Kislevites. So 3 dudes do get popped by that boulder. But the only problem with Platy's build is it's going to be relinquishing the initial objectives to Hadri's pretty heavily, I would imagine. Hadri's going to be able to get on there with his old Kossars and just cackle on those points, I would imagine. But we'll have to see. Mama Stank hiding in the trees with her 7,400 HP, laughing at Karl Franz's face while he sits at 5,800 HP. Always a good time. Armored Kossars moving to the other side, heading towards Objective 3 here. And the Duel of Fates is soon to be on. I like Cygor picks occasionally, but I feel like this map, is it going to be... The range could be a variable, right? Like Kislev might be able to close the distance with some ambushers or something and kill it, lock it down. But I mean, so far it's doing good damage, and it still is a terror-causing giant in the late game if it's able to get in there and do some work. So Mama Stank on her sled, rolling dirty, going to be dropping some shots, and she does nail those Ungor herds there. Kills about 7 models, and does get into combat. This is where she really shines. Like, embroiled in combat while shooting her cauldron, it does a bunch of damage, and she's probably going to leave them a farewell gift. Nice shot right there. Nukes those Ungor herds right in the old face. And now Kislev is going to be anchoring on the 2 objectives, allowing the Beastmen to have the high ground. And this is a very common tactic. The Beastmen are going to be just enveloping like this. This is like what you see from high-level domination players. Typically, they'll do these big envelopments like that. Because the formation of Kislev is formed ranks like this. And by collapsing here, it's going to be forcing a very awkward maneuvering for Hadri's. Granted, I don't think he'll have any problems with it. He's a very experienced player, but overall, we'll have to see. Mama Stank still dropping some hot steaming payloads, and it does do some respectable damage against the Minotaurs, actually. And now we get the big man coming out. This is a problem for the Beastmen if they don't have Ungor Raiders. And honestly, I would make a prediction right now. If Platypus doesn't immediately get some Raiders out to deal with this thing, I don't think he's going to be able to win. The Incarnate Elemental is just such a terror against the Beastmen. But Beastmen can totally kill it by using the Raiders. Easier said than done, though. Obviously, you got to work past the Kislev healing, too, which is no joke. So objectives opening up. Hadri secures 3 and 2, and Platypus does have objective 1 up on the high ground here. Meanwhile, Mama Stank's just getting freebies, chasing down the Ungor herds wherever she can, and just harassing and having fun and doing evil grandma cackling and all that sort of good stuff. So it's on. Armored Kossars pulling back, the Cygor getting some incremental value, and we do see more Minotaurs coming out. So yes, it is going to be some Minotaurs with the dual weapons, which are very good against Kislev infantry if they can get on top of them without any harm. Mama Stank playing a dangerous game. Hadri's better watch out. He potentially getting caught here. That would be a throw. He would probably lose the game if Mama Stank got caught and surrounded, but I think he's going to get away. Yep, looks like he found a way out. Hadri's, of course, pretty apt at microing his units. We see reinforcements coming in. It's going to be Kossars with Spears reinforcing, and Cygors are, I think, more of a fixture of land battle. However, I do think they have some niche applications. Like I said, against like these elite infantry boxes, especially against high elves, I found they can do pretty well. But in Dom, they don't always have the time they need to wear things down. So Elemental Incarnate moving up. Hadri's has the Mordheim Beowulfs, which I like as like a niche tech piece. These guys remove healing from whatever they hit, so you put them on top of the Butchers of Kalkengard, and they can do some work. So Platy just kind of harassing, building up a little bit. We do see another pendulum going down on the Kislevites in the middle. Meanwhile, the Patriarch does drop a heal, which is able to heal the Kossars as well as Grandma. Grandma's going to be rolling up, and both sides are trading here. It's not like the harass is one-sided. The Beastmen also taking some damage, but now it is going to be a big push, and the Bray Herd is going to be on its way down. So here we go, baby. Let's get it. More boulders coming, and oh, by the way, Beastmen can bring an Elemental Incarnate of their own if they want to. Kossar fire shooting into the Butchers of Kalkengard. The Mordheim Beowulfs going to be watching those Butchers very, very closely. Grandma on the front going to be disrupting pretty heavily as all the pistol fire starts to shoot in and wear down the shields of the advancing Zangors. Big flank around the side. Things of the Woods going to be coming out of the tree line here, or the woods, and attacking Zangors, which should be pretty cost effective. And now the fight is on. Really nice pendulum. Platypus has been pretty on point with those this entire game. But now we got this big brawl in the front, which is not going to go well for the Beastmen here, most likely, with the Elemental Incarnate slapping those Minotaurs and also Mortis engineering down the Zangors. You can see the Zangors have already run, and the Minotaurs are extremely damaged at this point. On the far side, Armored Kossars holding back the Tides, certainly doing well for themselves. Kislev is definitely on their map, right? This is a great map for Kislev. It's like small. They can hold the 2 points with their stalwart infantry and counterpunch with their cavalry. This is what it's all about for them. Beautiful downhill charge coming in. Going to be pinning in a lot of those Zangors into Mother Stank. Mother Stank generating some respectable value. Already up to 164 kills and 1,500 value. Mama Stank going absolutely bananas. She is such a powerful lord, and I think people are really sleeping on how good she is. Minotaurs look great up ones here, getting popped by the Armored Kossars. And overall, Kislev is going to be trading pretty evenly with the Beastmen. The Beastmen are grinding down many things, and Cygor, of course, has gotten some good work. And this will be a nice flank. Razorgore is poking in, but unfortunately, they are attacking the Kossars with spears. Might be more cost-effective to jump on the Armored Kossars, but again, time will tell. Kislev does have much better healing, though, so if the Beastmen want to win this game, they can't afford to be trading evenly. And here we see the Mordheim Beowulfs attacking what appears to be Minotaurs with the support of Mother Ostankia. Minotaurs will do okay against them. Beowulfs are an anti-infantry monster, so not amazing against big monsters, but they still have 44 melee attack. In the backfield, Kossovite Dervishes pulled out to counter the Baconators, and it looks like the archers are back online. The pistol fire, just the layering pistol fire, really, really nasty. Paladdy with an attempted pendulum. Hadri's paying very close attention, able to dodge that, and I do think Hadri's is pulling the value lead. Meanwhile, in the top objective, Beastmen holding this one comfortably. Middle objective in the clutches of Kislev, far side in the clutches of Kislev as well, as more cavalry are being called out to sweep the backfield here, and here it goes. The Kossovite Dervishes charging into the Minotaurs. Minotaurs here taking a bit of damage, but again, a very strong unit. Might be able to hold. Platy trying to flip the middle objective. The Cygor in the back has gotten 127 kills and about 1,000 value, which is totally respectable, but the Incarnate Elemental needs to find a blob fight somewhere. Like, this position here, I think, would be the best spot for it if it can make its way towards all these Butchers and these Minotaurs and different things like that. Platy does have some nice healing via the Butchers of Kalkengard as well, and the Kislev army is looking a little bit tattered. It does look like the Beastmen were able to clear out a lot of infantry, but we do still see a couple pockets of resilience from Kislev, these infantry positions, while the Beastmen have just a big blob back here, right? We have the Butchers of Kalkengard, but Minotaur's starting to run. Zangor's pushing pretty deeply. Nice play by Platy here on the far side. Going to be trying to get objective number 3 with some Razorgores as well as the Great Grey Shaman of Shadows. Using Melkoths to wear down the Kossovite Dervishes, not a bad idea. And the Baconators trading okay into the Dervishes. We'll have to see. Zendikars of Throwing Axes also parked nearby. Pretty proficient fighters in melee if need be. They can move in and potentially charge down these Kossovite Dervishes if need be. So we'll see what ends up happening. But Kislev basically picked up, Batman over his head and broke his back on his knee here. Kislev just crushes the Beastmen in the middle, and that's to be expected, right? If the Beastmen have to fight them head on like that, that's totally Kislev's ballpark with all the healing and the Incarnate Elemental, which is going to make pretty quick work of these big beasts here with his giant pimp claws there. So there he goes. One of the cooler looking monsters in the entire game for sure is the Incarnate Elemental Beast. And the Goulash is going down now. It provides a little bit of healing, not a ton, but it's not insignificant either. Healing about 6 HP per second on that big monster there. And now Kislev just needs to make sure they don't lose out on the objective game. Platy is starting to run out of steam here pretty heavily, as we do see the Incarnate Elemental maneuvering over to the side. No ambushers this game. No Wolfhearts coming out for Hadri's. Interesting stuff, but yeah, the big beastie and Grandma's probably up to about 2k value, I would imagine. Yeah, 2,300. She costs about 2,300, so she's in the ballpark of paying for herself. She's not a cheap lord. That is for sure. Kislev anchoring the middle. High ground objective. Hadri is going to be retreating some Armored Kossars back there to try and flip that point. In the middle, Kislev owns this one. Far side point under the control of the Beastmen, so Platypus does have the double cap at the moment, but it's probably going to be short-lived, and Platy is really going to have to scrap and maneuver between points to try and squeak out value wherever he can now, which is going to be incredibly tough, because Platy's Lord is more of like a support character, whereas Mother Stank and the Incarnate Elemental are just going to be these raid bosses that you have to get through, right? It is not going to be easy. So Mama Stank moving in. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Mama Stank Terror, too. I mean, some old, Baba Yaga Swamp Witch type character. I feel like it would have been kind of a neat touch, but you'd have to, tune her down in other ways, because that'd be very strong. Top objective going to be flipping due to some of the scraps. We got a couple Armored Kossars up there who look like they're going to be flipping that one for sure. Patriarch as well as Mother Stank moving on to the middle point, and Beastmen swarming as well. A lot of units coming in from all directions, but overall I think the Kislevites are just going to break their backs. Winged Lancers moving in. Ungor Herd should get melted by Winged Lancers. Nice microing here, able to pull back the Centaurs of Throwing Axes away from the Lancers, forcing the Lancers into combat with chaff units. But now we got the Mortis Engine online, the Incarnate Elemental sitting at about 1,800 value. It's about to pay for itself, and now it's going to start pimp clawing through all of these big cows, and that is going to be GG well played. Platy not one to play the game out if he thinks he's lost, and Hadri's with the steel chair. It's going to be Kislev versus Lizardmen in the grand final, which is going to be very interesting, very cool indeed. That was a fun one. Good run tonight. Been fun games. Platy had a solid run, gave me a solid beat down with the dreaded ore before melee attack earlier. And yeah, Cygor was a fun tech idea, but yeah, I've had the same experience where it seems like it's a good idea, but it just doesn't quite get the job done. Yeah, that's a Cygor for you. Cool that he tried it though. Cool that he tried it. Looking at Hadri's army, Incarnate Elemental went bananas. Mother Stank with 3,000 value, just absolutely nuts. She's really good. I think any matchup that they don't have cannons or like, sniping spells, she's an auto take in my opinion. All right. So yes, Tim, hopefully you guys are playing your game. Looks like they're finished. All right. So let me get this and host Turin, Turin finals. Host as a spectator. So it looks like we got Tim the Wilder facing off against old Hadrius here. Classic. 2 top players. I believe they were both in the top 5 in the world last season. No surprises to see these mighty champions reaching the top of the leaderboard here. And here it goes. Armored Kossars are definitely OP. They're very strong. They're crazy, crazy strong. They're really the backbone of Kislev, which I suppose is slightly lore friendly as well. What is the map going to be for the grand finals? All right, so let's finalize this. Looking nice. Let's do that. Finalizing that tournament from earlier. And there we are. Perfect. All right. Looking here. We're in the top 4 now. And that is going. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you all for sticking around tonight. It's been a fun one. Road to Talabheim is going to be our last map of the night. One of my favorite maps in the map pack pool. It's a certified classic. All right, so just waiting for Hadrius to join our lobby. That was me you kicked? Not sure what he's saying here. All right, so Lizardman versus Kislev, a matchup I've not seen. Razor Dawns, I suspect, will be quite good. I'm really curious how Tim's going to approach this. I can't help but feel like Kislev has some outstanding tools here. But some of the new stuff that Kislev have probably isn't that good here. You definitely go Mama Stank. She's probably really good. Because Mama Stank has a ton of missile resist because of her item. It gives her 25% on top of, I think, her 15%. So she's got about 35% missile resist. Plus some ward save. So she's very resilient against missiles. Unless her magic, of course. Yeah, well, they could remove the armor piercing from the Kossar pistol so they don't kill armor as effectively. So armor mitigates the damage a bit. That could be nice. Did Tim the Wilder just ready up already? Holy shit. Is he ready? That is going to be bananas. A lot of tournaments going on. I know we have a couple tomorrow. So that's cool. I think we have a noob tournament tomorrow as well. A beginner tournament. The dreaded newbies will rise and come and defeat us. It's best of 1. Yeah, I like best of 1 finals for single. I used to do best of 3s, but I'm kind of like, it's fine. I think for a single faction tournament, it's okay to just have it be best of 1. All right, so let's see here. We have our tournament here, which is wrapping up. Then we have one tomorrow morning at 8. I think they screwed up the announcement on this one. That's why you're not seeing as many people. We have a beginner tournament at 10 a.m. tomorrow, by the way, guys. Already has 33 signups. So that's pretty fun. And then on the 8th, which is the next weekend, we have it. And I'm going to be having several during the week as well. So don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry. They have more AP than Ice Guard. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. I mean, granted, it is a gun, so versus a bow, which makes some sense, right? I got a buff Streltsy or nerf Akshina. I wish Streltsy had more of a niche. They're a really cool unit. Oh, man, these guys are ready to go. It seems like they both had this planned out. All right, guys. Will there be a meme bounty? A meme tourney? I don't know. I only really do meme tournaments when things really slow down. You know, when the times are slow. So Mother Stank is here. She's good to party. We do have a Slan Mage of Life with a double Ancient Sally, which makes sense. It's kind of a bit of a tech against the Armored Infantry. You saw Tim the Wilder do it against me earlier when I had the Kugath build. When I used Kugath on Tzeentch. But overall, yeah, it's fun. It's fun indeed. Is the Cathay General good? Yeah, he's actually not bad. The Celestial General for Cathay is pretty cool. He has like this armor-piercing cleaving ability that can do a lot of damage. All right, one sec here. What's to stop non-beginners from joining the newbie tournament? Well, here's the thing about the beginner tournament. It doesn't count towards the leaderboard. So, like, if you want to get in there and just like, you're not like going to win any prize. You're not getting on the leaderboard or earning yourself a spot in the season finals. So that kind of disincentivizes people from, doing that. There obviously are massive skill ranges there, but yeah, it's fun. It's just a place for beginners to get in and get some good solid games. All right, guys. Ancient Salamanders by Tim the Wilder. They have good range. They outrange many of the Kislevite shooting units. Ambushers, for example, have 150 range. They have 160. So with good micro, they can usually stay safe. And also our armor-piercing fighters in melee that do cause terror. Granted, Kislev is immune to terror, which is pretty funny. Saurus Warriors into the sunset, and we do have the old Life Caster to heal up the Sallies. And just Saurus Warriors. I mean, what's not to love, right? Huge HP pool, 10,000, whereas the Kossars have 8.2, and they, of course, hit way harder. So I think in a straight fight, a Kossar would probably lose to a Saurus Warrior, like just a long grind, but, you know, obviously Kislev is going to be doing things to turn this out of those fights as well. Horse Archers or Hadries, it's a big map. A little bit of Horse Archer play is not terrible. He does have the Wolf Hearts. Wolf Hearts are a staple. These guys have 3 nets. They have the Pack Trap, so the Pack Trap is really nice for just like locking down, a cavalry unit, a Pterodon trying to fly into your lines, whatever. So he's got those, plus 2 Akshina Ambushers. Mother Stank is here with the Withering and Flock of Doom. That's the usual go-to, either Withering or Enfeebling Foe. And then she's got Goulash as well. So she's going to be making her grandkids here eat some of that sweet goulash, and we'll see how it goes. So it is time. Let the games begin, and let us know your predictions in chat. You guys rooting for Hadries or Tim the Wilder? You're rooting for RTK or QSA here, or more or less non-affiliated. Hadries just kind of rotates around clans. I don't know if he's actually in QSA, which is an old clan. I think he would be the only one who still participates in tournaments from them. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Don't worry, Fred. We'll be playing Age of Empires tomorrow, most likely, unless I go out of town. Then it would be the next day. Mother Stank rolling around dirty on her chariot. She's got to watch out. You know, she could get pumped if she's not careful by all those skink skirmishers if we do see them. But I don't think it's going to happen. There's going to be plenty of healing on the table. Holy shit. Oh, no. Oh, no, Tim. He's going to get pack trapped here. It's pack trapping time. Oh! And now they're all going to turn and just dome this thing. Oh, no. Tim the Wilder fell for the dreaded pack trap. Oh, God. Ancient Sally. He had to see that coming. He moved right into that. Oh, man. Hadries is a very cunning hunter. We got a couple seconds left. Shield the old one's going down, trying to save it. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Sally's getting huge damage, though, man. Skink Skirmisher's moving up. If Tim can stabilize and heal this thing, then I would call that a decent outcome for him. All things considered here. Flock of Doom going down on the Skink Skirmishers. Oh, the Salamander shatters! That's a huge pick early here for Hadries. The Akshina Ambusher is going to be cruising up here, preparing to do battle, most likely looking at the other Ancient Salamander. Now, that is a really, really rough start for Tim. However, Tim did do some respectable damage against the Wolf Hearts, and now might actually get a banishment on these Akshina Ambushers. We'll have to see. Oh, that new banishment looks so good. I was wondering what that was earlier, so that's a super good banishment. All right. Mother Stank pushing up on her chariot using her crown, which I believe she has. That does give missile resist to nearby units. Kislev going to be hustling up on the points here. We do see the side objective going to be taken by the Kislevites. Armored Kossars holding that one down like absolute champions. And now the Horse Archers rotating around as Mother Stank drops another Flock of Doom. Overall, Hadries really coming out with an early advantage here in this game. However, his units are relatively damaged. I do like the Little Grom call-in. Little Grom just sitting on his slan is going to force that thing to hide in the trees. So that's going to be very brutal. And now the call-ins for the mighty champion Tim the Wilder are going to be Kroxigors as well as Feral Cold Ones. So, yeah, Kroxigors with their spanking paddles will be very solid, but extremely weak against the ambushers. Those ambushers need to be dealt with. And Lizardmen have a couple ways of doing that, I suppose. But, yeah, they don't have like a cheap diving unit that can really get back there. That's a tough one. So Saurus holding it down on Objective 3. Objective 2 and 1 going to be belonging to Kislev as we do see the pullback. If Tim had just stabilized that Ancient Salamander and it had survived, his initial trade would have actually been very advantageous. The Salamanders do seem like a respectable counter against the Akshina Ambushers if you're very careful with them, but like one slip up and you're paying the troll toll, right? So Tim pulling back. It looks like he's maybe going to be doing a bit of a tactical retreat to try and regroup and heal, gather up his forces for another push, but Mama Stank is basically just moving forward and laughing into his face. She's rolling around, doing some grandma shit. She's probably knitting while she's going and, certainly doing old lady laughs at the lizards. Objective 3, wow, Tim is going to be yielding the objective. I'm surprised. I feel like that could be a big mistake here, allowing his opponent to get objective number 3 while pulling back. He's like retreating with everything. Is he going to be like resetting the game in a way, trying to re-summon out that second Ancient Salamander to do some damage? Overall, I mean, I can't help but think Hadries is going to be more than happy to just chill out here and just be like, all right, come at me. I'm just going to be farming points while you have to stress and micro and gather up a Dread Legion. But Tim is one of the players who really innovated the build-up strategy. He's pretty much the only one who does it. But he likes to build up a huge critical mass army at the expense of the objectives and then try and alpha strike his opponent off all 3 points, which is an extremely risky way to play, in my opinion. But he makes it work, man. I mean, Tim has been pretty much top 10 in the world for the past several seasons. So if anybody's going to be able to do it, it certainly would be him. Mordheim Brawler's on the way in. Objective 1 is now going to be pressed. It looks like Tim is happy with his numbers, and he's going to be yelling bok bok as he moves in here. All these bad boys going to be hustling. Mordheim Brawlers, not a bad choice against Saurus. They do have that anti-infantry piece. Tim overloading the side objective pretty hard. Mama Stank running interference. Salamander could also attack her in melee if it wants to. And now the Lizards do have a little bit of cap weight here, but the things in the woods maneuvering across. Honestly, if I were Hadri's, I might even just very casually defend this objective. I would just let the Lizards kind of roll that while I form a defensive battle line like right here, like this, and just hunker down on those 2 points here. We'll have to see. Saurus Warriors versus Kossars is going to be a grind of grinds. I don't really even know who wins that one. Baba Yaga here, attacking in melee. Currently, she's gotten about 1,000 value, shooting and harassing. And again, she's a pretty respectable melee fighter. Kossars with some decent capture weight, but the Lizards do have several cap weight units. 2 Saurus as well as a Skink Skirmisher, which have good cap weight. And now Tim is going to be sounding the horn. Trying to overwhelm here. I would wager the Ambusher is going to be focusing down the Croc scores. That's definitely what you want to be doing. Nice Earthblood here from the Dinos as well. The Gungan shield. Yes, it is. It's totally the Gungans from Star Wars. Oh, that's really funny. So Little Grom shooting into Saurus, it would appear. Side point is going to be held by Kislev most likely. The things in the woods, the Kossars and Mother Stank on her chariot, really giving the Saurus some heavy pressure. Banishment attempt there going down. Not sure who cast that one or where it went, but that banishment straight up just rolling through the Saurus Warriors. On the middle objective, Kislev holding well. It looks like the Ambushers do have another pack trap. Oh, man. Hadri's could totally use the trap and kill this land right now. Although it looks like Tim might be able to find a way in. He does have this opening here. We get the Saurus moving through. The Salamanders in the back are shooting and doing respectable damage. It seems like the Salamanders are the really good choice. They're the MVP here. Baba Yaga still attacking the Slan Mage right here, and it looks like the Lizards are completely broken off Objective 3. The Cavalry flanking, the Armored Kossars, the things in the woods. Really nice combination of units here, as these Kossars use the last of their pistol fire to wear down the big Slan. As far as this point goes, Kislev barely holding on to it. It looks like Tim the Wilder might be able to flip it with sheer numbers. On this side point, not looking good for the Dinos. The Beowulfs are just nasty. I mean, if you stack them with Kossars, it's very cost effective. Are they like eating? It's like, it looks like they're eating the bodies. Oh my god, that's an animation I haven't seen before. Interesting stuff. Yes, Objective 1 firmly held. Little Groms in the back, cackling in the deep as we do see more Akshina Ambushers moving out. Tim the Wilder, though, not going quietly into the night here. Despite being behind on value, Hadri's does not have a lot of healing in his build. So there's no Patriarchs this time, I don't think. No, there are some. Okay, we see a Patriarch in the front. Some Winged Lancers battling the Saurus here. Salamanders still ripping nice shots. This Ancient Sally up to about 1,000 value on the Ambushers. And the Wolfhearts do pay the price and get dragged down by the swarming Lizardmen there. All right, very cool. We still got a game on our hands. Tim has been healing a ton. Tons of Earthbloods, lots of other funny business like that. But the big issue for Tim is that Hadri's is absolutely dominating these flank fights. We see the Mordheim Brawlers moving in, going after these Saurus Spears, and it is looking mighty rough, ladies and gentlemen, as the Mordheim Beowulfs prepare to karate chop, going after these Saurus Spears. Ambushers have arrived, although some Kroxigors did rally from the edge of the battlefield. They got their spanking paddles out and going to be certainly dropping some big spanks on these Ambusher units. In response, Hadri's does call out Dervishes to try and sweep up the Kroxigors, who are a little bit low. So they may succeed in that. The Kislev Blob fighting well here, but Tim the Wilder fighting on the point. But the problem is this is going to get really tight on objectives. Hadri's is rapidly going to get to the point where he could win on 1 point. And Kislev is a pretty good Helm's Deep faction. Really fast units that can get to the points quickly and are relatively hard hitting. It's a tough one. But Croxies sitting at 9 models are 100 armor, serving them very well against the Dervishes. Those Ambushers struggling to get online here as Tim the Wilder sends some Saurus Warriors back there off the point. 8-foot-tall jacked lizards hunting them down. Things in the woods, though, should be good at finishing off some of these units. Their armor piercing will probably be enough to spank these Kroxigors in their current state, and they'll be pretty resilient against the Saurus as well. And it looks like some sort of witchcraft is going down here. The Withering, interesting. So lowering their armor and leadership, trying to break them off here. Side point dominated by Kislev, and Objective 3 looks like the Lizards might have found a way, man. This is pretty insane. The Dino's objective play is just off the chain, but you know, he's obviously going to be starting to lose these blob fights pretty decisively, and I think Hadri's probably won't have too many issues reclaiming some of the lost objectives, but you saw this earlier when I played against him, right? Like, even though the value trading wasn't terrible at times, the amount of work they can do at just getting objectives with their Saurus and Skinks is really impressive here. So Slan Mage of Life at about 800 HP, cold-blooded, leadership putting him up to 30 at the moment. That little Grom has been feasting this entire game, but actually just ran out of ammo with 2,000 value, so it certainly has paid for itself and done quite well. Mother Stank probably rocking 3k value. I would guess she's just been fighting in blobs And the thing is, she shoots her cauldron and the blobs. And yeah, she's at about 2.5, which is about what she costs. I think 2200 with her current kit that we're seeing here. So Kislev rallying on the objective. The Lizards do take the side point, but they're certainly very behind on objectives. It's not like playing the objective game is going to be a lot of pressure for Hadries. And the Mordheim Beowulfs and the basic skin wolves, not skin wolves, but the things in the woods, still clawing up and not doing bad at all, man. Still getting through these Saurus and company. And, this was with the healing taken into account, the dinos seem to be doing well, but losing that big, expensive 1,000 gold centerpiece, which is the Ancient Salamander in the beginning, I think was too much for Tim the Wilder. That if that other Ancient Sally had continued shooting, they clearly were doing a lot of damage, but losing those Sallies, or at least that Salamander, I think was just too much for Tim to come back from. Against lesser players, Tim probably could have done it, but Hadries is like, he is one of the best in the world. So it's not going to be easy to, really make mistakes like that and come back from them. Looks like on the side objective, Hadries and the Kislevites are going to be taking objective 3. Objective 2 here is going to be rocked 1 and 2 by the Kislevites. Very soon, Hadries is going to have a triple cap. Tim the Wilder basically dead in the water, and that looks like it's going to be GG. Well played for the Slavs, the Warhammer Slavs. They've done it. Hadries, of course, coming in with his winged lancers, going to be rushing across. The ambushers, of course, very good. I do think Lizards can win this matchup. I did like the Salamander tech. I feel like that was very good. This lands, I wonder how he did. I guess having the banishments and other abilities is nice, but yeah, no, this game's over. 100% over. Tim scrapping a little bit more. He's got some croc scores coming out of the back, but Hadries is so far ahead. He's got a 4,000 value lead. We can safely assume that maybe like 1,000 will be the difference with the healing for the Lizards, but now Kislev has healing too with Patriarch, so they're getting the value from that also. Gossar's moving after the Skink Skirmishers. A raw card triple cap. Hadries encroaching. Tim, he hasn't heard no bell, man. That was a good match. It's a good match indeed, guys. But Hadries is going to be victorious, and he is going to be claiming a spot towards the top of the leaderboard and cackling in the deep for sure. Yeah, so Hadries, I think, should be taking a pretty competitive spot in the leaderboard right now. But I think last season, Hadries was number 3 in the Worlds. I think Outer Region was number 1, and I think Houseplant or Platy were in the top 5 too. I'm really excited for the season finals. It's going to be very fun. Yeah, the Armored Kossars are just great. They're just an absolute linebacker of a unit. They got a couple buffs, and ever since then they've been a menace to be dealt with. That's why I always advocate for not buffing factions that have yet to receive DLC. I think like if you're like you need to suffer a little bit. Like Khorne, for example, they could get a couple units and buffs that really put them over the edge when they get a DLC. So you got to be careful with that for sure. I don't hate the Horse Archer either. It's like a single Horse Archer to put some pressure on Sallies and things like that. Not terrible, but yeah, I don't know what Tim sees here. I don't know if he thinks he can win it. Granted, I did play when I was losing pretty bad earlier, all the way up to about 1,400 points, so it's an easy thing to do when you're in the heat of the moment. Mother's Tank rolling around on her chariot, 3,000 value here. Actually, an ambusher's doing it, and well played to Hadries, man. He did it. We've been training a bit. We've been playing some games off stream, and we both came to the conclusion that Mother's Tank and Kislev Healing is just so good. So good. All right, so ambushers did great. None of them did like obscene value, but pretty great. Stank was solid, and Kossar is trading well. And I did like the Beowulf pick. Hadries really likes those Beowulfs. Things in the Woods, Little Grom at 2,000 value. It was a pretty solid team effort. And see, here's the thing, guys. Look at this. We had one Salamander get 1,500 value, which is super cost effective. If the other Salamander had had an equal performance, the game would have been really close. So just that ambush in the beginning, I think, cost him. So GG, well played. And that is going to be a victory for Hadries. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight. So firstly, I just want to thank you all for joining. Thank you to all the players, to all of you who donated, and our new channel members. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard, my friends. That's going to be the victory for Kislev. Hadries bringing up the old win rate. Kislev was kind of strange. They were sitting at like 50% or something like that? Yeah, and it looks like he's brought the win rate up tonight with his run. So yeah, it's good stuff. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining. We'll be back with the stream sometime in the next few days. I don't know when. I might, play in some tournaments offline and get some reps in with my Empire and all that. And yeah. Oh, interesting. So Hadries in chat saying he lost to Tim the Wilder earlier in the tournament. Okay, so yeah, so Kislev can bleed for sure. Then he got his revenge. Also, $25 net ambush OP. Oh, it's so true. It's so true, man. Well played, Hadries. The babushka strikes again. She does. She beat down the lizards with her sandals or with her flippers. No mercy was shown. All right, my friends, enough memeing about for now. I appreciate Oh, I had the mic muted. I was saying some nice words. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the other side. That's it for tonight.